episode 3.
I just started YouTube.
We'll talk about that.
What up, YouTube? Facebook.
Anybody who gets paid that much money.
I disagree. I think Paul George working.
You're working, you're paying them because you feel like they can bring your title to the
Also, the old Lakers paid Kobe. They knew they would get a title.
No, they didn't. They knew if they got the bitch on Kobe, they would get the title.
Negative. They paid him.
I bet everybody agrees with me. Like, you don't just pay. You're not going to pay Zach LaVine $35 million. You're going to pay the marquee players that you feel can win your title. Nobody said they have to win. You're not listening to what I'm saying.
James Harden won the title.
They
got paid.
Like I said,
It could have sneaked in Paul George.
No, he never showed. He hasn't
You
showed
don't think
anything.
so. But y'all
What
ready?
up, y'all? We here. Yeah, y'all heard us
I
talking
hate
about
talking
it before.
basketball with this dude.
We're gonna talk about it because this
He's
dude,
a hater.
every week we need to start having a bozo hat on here and just give it to the person who sounded dumbest in the topics. Mike would be wearing that hat 90% of the show. But I'm Rod, by the way, y'all. Welcome to episode 39. Merry Christmas, all y'all. Merry Christmas Eve. We here. We live and lit.
I'm Mike, man, and I was about to say this is our last show of 2020, but we got one more next week, the last day of 2020. So I'm happy to be here on this Christmas Eve, man. Hopefully y'all join us, and man, we come in and get this show done and get ready for our Christmas, man. What's good, Brother Difference family? Say what up, Jay.
What's happening, y'all? Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
You know, James Low-Key. He's definitely Low-Key with it. Out here, y'all. We got a full show for y'all today. We got a lot to get to. Section first, then we're gonna get to the real talk section. So we're going back to our regular format. We out here, we lit, y'all. So we got some sports to talk about. But before we get into that, I want to get into some news, some things I wanted to say and talk about. I want to give a shout out to my little cousin, DeAndre Golston. He is a third-year player at Milwaukee right now, Milwaukee Panthers, University of Milwaukee Panthers. He won Player of the Week honors last week as his team moved on to 2-1. They had a game today. I was out and about shopping with my mother and my sister all day, so I don't know if they won. But I want to give a shout-out to Cuzzo DeAndre Golston. He balling this year. So far, he lead his team in points per game, and I think he like second or third in rebounds. And he won Player of the Week for his conference.
Congrats, DeAndre. That's what's up,
so
man.
we out here balling. So we want to give a shout-out to Lil Cuzzo. So if y'all tuning in to ESPN or if y'all follow college basketball, check out University of Milwaukee Panthers and look up number 4, Dre Golston. That's my little cousin. That's blood cousin. That's our cousin. So check them out, y'all. Out here balling. What's up, Quita? Merry Christmas to everybody also that's watching. Happy holidays to you and your family. Merry Christmas Eve. I want to get that out there and say Merry Christmas. Yeah. So, yeah, we here today, y'all. We're going to do the sports topics first. And then, like I said, we're going to do the real talk section second. Let me go to Brother Difference's page. Yeah, we finna get up. Let's get it started right away because, like I told y'all, we trying to keep it at. I appreciate you, Levi. I appreciate you. You know, trying to do something for the culture today. Trying to do something for the culture. Happy Merry Christmas to my man Levi from San Francisco. Your 49ers ain't going to make the playoffs this year to defend the NFC, but that's okay. That's cool.
What up, Mike? Merry Christmas.
Shout out to my guy Mike, a.k.a. Carolina Mike, wrote for the Roller Skate Funk theme music. Y'all hear that. Y'all know what's going on. Y'all know what we do every week. So, yeah, shout out to everybody that's watching and tuning in. We're going to give y'all a second to chime in here. I'm putting up some stuff that we're going to be talking about tonight.
We start with sports, right?
Yeah, we starting with sports. No Thursday night game tonight. Tomorrow, the Vikings play. Vikings play on Christmas Eve. Yeah. They shouldn't have did that game doing basketball all day. I don't know why they did that game.
Yeah, they know football rules still.
That's what I'm saying. They don't be wanting certain sports to play on.
Well, this show with COVID though,
basketball did them a favor,
and they got to try to make their money though because COVID. A lot of
they could do that game on Saturday.
But that game is at what 3:30.
Yeah,
I mean
that's gonna be doing your Heat game.
So I'm not gonna watch the Vikings and Saints. What does that game got to do for me? That don't got no playoff implications.
Vikings still make playoffs. They need a lot to happen. I'm saying it's still possible though.
Said, it
ain't like they're out.
That game is not no game that matters to anybody. Vikings fans gonna watch that game. That's cool, but majority of the people gonna be watching NBA. Saints fans probably ain't gonna even watch that game because that game doesn't.
No, a lot of people watch that Vikings game. Ain't nobody watching Pelicans and Heat.
That does nothing for them. Nobody's gonna be watching that on Christmas.
Ain't nobody watching Pelicans and Heat.
Football ain't played on Christmas.
Nobody cared if y'all went to the finals.
Now they did the Cheeseburgers like the Steelers or something. You watch, but the Vikings are done.
Nobody
The
wants to
Vikings
see
are all the Bears got to do is win another game.
No. We need Cardinals to lose because we 8 right now.
No, y'all don't. Y'all go 8-8. Y'all, I'm saying if the Bears win another game, the Vikings is pretty much done.
Oh yeah, Vikings. Okay, I think
And y'all play Jacksonville this Sunday, so it's a wrap for them. And then the Cardinals play a weak team this week. The 49ers, like, it's over for the Vikings. They had their chance. They lost to y'all. And now it's over.
No, Bears win. They're done. Yeah, no, they need a lot to happen. I'm just saying it's still possible.
It ain't possible.
They're not like
you tried
right
to
as
hate
of
on
now.
my
They're not
Broncos.
100.
Like you
How
tried to
big
hate on
is the
my
Broncos?
Broncos
I give you
last
the
week.
truth.
It was still possible last week. Like I said, their chance is going to be like they'll be eliminated after playoff contention after this Sunday. And
Yeah, they
might
might
lose to the Saints.
Broncos got a chance. Okay.
They don't have a chance anymore. That was after last week.
Oh, yeah.
But we here, y'all. We're going to get started with our topics today. We're going to get started with the NBA. Opening night was Tuesday. Most teams played last night, but four teams played on Tuesday, 2 games on Tuesday. And then we had a plethora of games last night. Mike, what is your take so far on the opening nights of the NBA?
Opening night is the most overreacted day of all time. People overreact on one game. Opening night means nothing. It means nothing. Like, and I hate Nick Wright and Shannon Sharp. I don't hate them, but I don't really like they take. But they both right. The Clippers are the 2-time opening night champions. People overreact to that. Okay, y'all beat the Lakers. Good job. It does nothing for me. It does nothing. It does nothing. That don't mean they will beat them in the playoffs. So opening night means nothing. But I did like the.
That's how you feel about the whole season.
No, I don't feel like that the whole season. The season matters. I'm not saying it don't matter. You need context when I say it don't matter, and I'll explain that in the future when we talk about it. But the first game, I like to see people starting to not everybody, but people starting to see Kyrie and Durant may work together. And you've been saying that they would, and I said they would.
Who wouldn't? Who didn't think they would?
Right, there's people said right.
They bona fide
What
ballers.
Pop said? Pop's one of them. People I don't think.
But they
People,
said
I don't think it's only one game.
They said because of mental stuff.
But even with the mental stuff, them dudes are so good. They're going to work together. Like their styles fit perfect. Kyrie as the second best player is probably he's a top 10 player when he's the second best player. But to get back he is the second best player on the Nets.
I said, do we think so?
He don't have to think so, but like he didn't think so when he was playing with the Cavs, but he was the second best player.
No, he thought so, Mike, with LeBron. That's why I feel like he left because you could tell he thought so. Like LeBron was like big.
No, I think he left because they disrespected him. But Rip, to let you before you get to your part of the question, opening night for me, I was glad basketball back, so I'm happy to see, and I'm glad that the Nets Warriors fans are gonna get a rude awakening because we have a few that think they gonna go to the finals or even go to the West Conference Finals, so they got a rude awakening. Steph is gonna do his stuff, but they're not gonna be that good. Even when Draymond Green come back, if Clay was there, then you can talk. So yeah, opening night was good. I'm glad Clippers beat the Lakers and shut LeBron and Lakers fans up for now because they too cocky. So that's the only thing I'm happy, but it means nothing.
Are you finished?
So yeah, go ahead. What you gotta say?
Thank God this dude is finished about time. He's finished because I get tired of listening to your basketball takes. Like I really get tired of listening to this week after week after week. Oh, the season game don't matter.
I just said the Warriors aren't the
Warriors aren't going to make the conference finals. Always like, and then you sit here and say, KD and Kyrie knew that he wasn't the best player with LeBron, or he didn't know that with LeBron. No, people don't treat LeBron sadly like they treat KD, Giannis, and Kawhi. LeBron gets OG respect right now that KD is kind of starting to get. Giannis don't get it.
Let me say something. In 09 and 10, they killed LeBron like they killed Giannis. Well, right now they're doing it because LeBron has the body of work.
Amongst players, we're not talking about the media. See, you don't even know what I'm saying, so stop trying to interrupt my point. Amongst players, LeBron has OG status, and he's had that.
What's wrong with that?
He don't have that. That's what I'm saying.
What's the problem?
It's not a problem. My point is, so that doesn't mean that Kyrie Irving just automatically respects KD like you think he does. What I'm saying is, LeBron had way more than Kyrie to sit here and say, I respect KD on LeBron's level. No. Kyrie probably thinking that you got those titles because of Curry. You didn't win titles by yourself, just like people say, I won with LeBron.
Nobody wins titles by themselves.
You know what I mean.
No.
One thing
about Kyrie's probably the most unguardable player in the league, probably, but he's still not the best player. It takes more than that.
But I'm saying, the only thing I think they might, because I think they're going to be good together, but I'm saying, when they do have a Achilles heel in the season like every team do, I think it might be because of that. Because Kyrie because we saw he scored 26 on the first night, made it look easy. KD did score 22 effortlessly. And we know that KD is the best player. I'm saying I don't know if Kyrie Irving knows that, but we shall see.
Well, no, Kyrie Irving probably don't think that, but it's just reality.
But the Nets, You keep saying one game don't matter. The Nets showed me exactly what they're going to be. They're going to be the best team in the East, as I've been saying all year. My Heat will play them in the conference finals. They will easily be better than the Bucks. The Nets and the Bucks, to me, I don't even see that series going past 5 games if KD plays the way I saw him, like barely touch the surface.
Yeah, Giannis ain't been in the lab, so
and score 22 easily. Like KD and Kyrie is going to demolish the Bucks. So they're going to demolish the Celtics tomorrow, and I can't wait to that game. Like
Celtics low-key might beat them in the season.
Oh my God, please stop! They beat the Bucks because Giannis missing free throws and allowed them.
Giannis ain't been in the lab. He ain't been.
They allowed them to win the game. But tomorrow that won't happen. The Nets will beat the Celtics by at least 20. The Nets, all it open night to show me is that they're gonna be dominant. And then in the West, it did show me this. The West showed me this. Clippers, the reason I don't respect them yet, like as saying they're gonna overtake the Lakers, because you got to get to the Lakers first. Because I'm gonna tell y'all a couple teams that's standing in their way. Denver still, you got to beat Denver to me. I think they will beat Denver, but you got to prove it to
Denver
me.
lost a stupid game to the Kings.
But you got to prove it to me. You got to beat Denver. I don't believe it till you beat Jokic yet. Secondly,
they play Christmas.
James Harden looking to get traded, but as long as the Rockets keep him, I'm happy because I think it's gonna start translating to wins, and he's gonna shut his mouth.
I'm disappointed for my
So with the
guy,
Clippers,
man.
the Clippers, you got to get to the Lakers. Now, what that first game showed me is if they do get to the Lakers, to me, they will put up a better fight than mostly every team in the West, because that lineup they threw out there with Ibaka, Batum, Paul George, Kawhi, and Patrick Beverly gave the Lakers problems at all phases of the game. Anthony Davis couldn't put the ball on the floor like he could with Ibaka on him. And then Batum was able to guard, switch off and guard the bigs and guards. And like Batum was a nice little pickup for him. And I like what Tyronn Lue is doing. What open tonight showed me is that the Clippers can't compete with the Lakers, but they have to get there. The Clippers' problem, I think they will struggle versus other top West teams that can oppose a different type of matchup for the Lakers, because I really feel like the Clippers are trying to be tailored to beat the Lakers.
And yeah, that's what it is, because that's why they lose a lot of games.
And I think that the Lakers are still. I think, like I told Mike, I think last year's Lakers team was way better than this year's team. That's just me. So if LeBron win the title with this Lakers team, or even make the finals, I'll give him credit, because I really think last year's Lakers team.
Some people saying he's gonna miss Dwight Howard. Some people saying he's gonna miss Rondo.
I really think that the Lakers was way better.
I've been seeing a lot of people Twitter say the Lakers team better last year.
Defensively, after that first game, I just didn't see defensively. I don't trust Schroeder. I just don't trust him. They lost.
See, one game not enough, because Schroeder gonna be good when the playoffs come.
Schroeder don't play D.
When the playoffs come, no, Schroeder gonna be big.
He still don't play D. Y'all act like the playoffs make you play D. Like he don't.
No. Playoffs.
That's not this game.
A different
game. You saw what happened last year when the Rockets played them in the first round. He don't play D. So in the Lakers gonna be a more meaningful game than the Thunder was.
I'm giving Lakers Warriors treatment. I don't care what happens in the season. Playoffs is what. Well, it's what I'll do with the Lakers.
Well, it ain't what I'm doing with the Lakers. I'm talking about the other players. I know what LeBron is going to. Nobody's arguing with LeBron. He is the Lakers, but I'm telling you, the reason they may not make the finals again is because it's not going to be because of LeBron.
It's because
no, it's not. It's going to be because the Lakers got worse, letting Rondo go for shooter.
I don't think if they don't make the finals, they got worse.
People thought Schroeder was better than Rondo because of what reason? Like, on no planet has this dude ever been better than Rondo. I'm in my head to tell Terry that. He's never been better than Rondo, and he's not better than him now. You lost Dwight Howard. To me, Dwight Howard the other night, he only had 5 points with the Sixers, but he had 11 rebounds. That's what I'm saying. He rebounds the ball. And
your standards are so low, 5 and 11. That's
what I mean, 5 and 11.
I'm saying your standards are low to what happened now. That's role.
He had 30 and 16.
That's role player stuff.
See, you don't understand.
He's a role player now.
He don't get the minutes.
He's a good role.
But I'm saying he don't get the minutes, and the offense ain't looking at him.
No, Dwight Howard's a good role player.
No, I'm not going to just say role player. When he get his opportunities offensively last year, he outplayed Jokic in 2 of the 3 of the Lakers games in the season, and in the playoffs he locked Jokic up. And you laughing, but we could go look it up and go look at the film. He had a double-double on the Nuggets at halftime. Dwight Howard is somebody that can protect the rim and score. If they look for him on offense, he will score way more. Dwight Howard is a big factor for a team like a championship team.
I need at least a 15-game sample size before I even start talking about NBA, to be honest. I'm going to just watch the games and just...
Bro, you're not a guru like me. I can talk about it. I don't
you can talk about it. I need a 15-game sample size to really see, like, okay, I think this team going to do this team going to do that. But one game...
about your boy Trey.
Who will rank about Trey? What have I said about Trey? I know Trey going to do what he do.
Do like what?
Trey gonna do what he do. Score at will. Oh yeah, he probably make playoffs his third year, but
they play the Bulls.
If he don't make playoffs, I won't kill him too. But I'll start criticizing Trey once he start getting 4th or 5th year.
They play the Bulls.
Yeah. I haven't said nothing about Trey. What are you talking about? You talk to the wrong person.
Now, Trey, both react. I'm saying they don't react. And you got
Trey gonna do it.
Let me say this: the Warriors will get better as time goes on. The Warriors will make the second round easily. The only reason I'm not gonna say
I'm not gonna say
the conference finals is because I got the Rockets and the Clippers right there with them. But the Warriors is right there. The Clippers and the Rockets, they right there. So stop it.
Warriors the first or second round out. Steph, you about to average 30.
You can say that about a lot of teams in the West.
Oh yeah,
But
for
you
sure.
ain't getting
Yeah,
the Rockets
Portland
are
looked bad yesterday.
Like the Rockets are going to be in the conference finals.
Portland, they could possibly do it if they mesh right.
Will the Lakers repeat?
That's will the Lakers repeat? I'm not gonna say they
Who
will.
are the serious threats to the Lakers then?
Who are a serious threat?
East or West?
If Harden get his head right, Rockets can beat Clippers. Denver's always up there, and the West isn't really. I want to say Portland, but everybody keep on Portland. Just
Stop saying
something
Denver.
about
Then
it.
if you ain't gonna say Portland, then don't say Denver.
Denver, yeah, Denver over Portland now. Even, I know Portland beat them 2 years ago, but yeah, I think Denver, they definitely. Yesterday they lost the Super game, but Denver
Like
definitely.
the Lakers will fall on them again. It's not gonna be close. You need
Well,
superstar talent to beat that Lakers team, and that's why the only serious threats to me is the Clippers or the Rockets.
Okay.
Because you need superstar talent to beat that Lakers team with LeBron and AD leading the way. The Nuggets ain't gonna beat them. Stop it. Jokic would have to take
we
a
got the
whole
same
nother.
team.
Jokic would have to take a whole nother. We don't. I got two teams. Jokic would have
I'm
to
saying
take
we got two teams.
a whole nother step. And then in the East right now, the Nets is the only team that I would put my money on versus the Lakers.
I put Butt Nets for me, Bucks and Nets. Your Heat.
I'm like, stop
Bro,
it.
the
Stop
Lakers played
talking
around
about-
with the Heat. The
Stop.
Lakers,
And what they
LeBron
gonna
was
get to
playing
the
with the
Bucks?
Heat. They wouldn't have blew the Bucks out.
You keep
Bucks
talking
would have been a
about
better matchup.
But they couldn't beat the Heat though.
Well, you can't do that then.
I can't do what?
You can't. Oh, yeah, the Heat beat the Bucks.
to me,
But why
the
don't do that?
Lakers- no,
Because
to me, I
like
hate
the
people say-
Clippers
no,
probably would have beat the
No, they
Lakers.
wouldn't. To me, I hate
And the
when people say
Lakers
don't do
embarrassed.
that. To me, when championship teams win, I feel like a championship team can play anybody.
You right. That's
So
okay.
don't talk to me about.
Okay, well, to
Don't
me,
talk to me about how the
That's
Bucks
fair.
matched up. The Lakers would have matched up with anybody,
Okay.
and the Lakers should have did, and the
Dude.
Clippers. I don't want to hear about matchups because the Lakers
the Heat, I'm
dismantled.
telling you.
The Lakers dismantled
I'm
the
telling
Nuggets.
you.
They
The Magic
dismantled
showed you
Nuggets.
the Heat this year.
The Magic
It's
showed
not
yesterday.
about
Don't bring up the Magic show
I'm
yesterday.
doing that on purpose.
The Magic beat the Bucks in game one last year. I know.
I'm doing that on purpose.
But Miami we will beat
Miami-
the Bucks again because we got bites
You have to prove.
And that
Like I
rookie,
said,
that
Miami
rookie-
has to prove it to me
that
2 years in a row to
rookie
really for me to go.
that-
Okay,
that
Miami.
rookie-
Let me quit.
that
I'm
Ricky
picking them.
Prince from Memphis, Chris Achua. Yeah, we got some.
Well, I think the Bucks could match up good with the Lakers and the Nets. Bucks and Nets. Your Heat. The Heat gonna be good. The
What
Heat.
makes you think that the Bucks can match up with them with Brook Lopez playing center?
What? Brook Lopez a decent center. Drew Holiday, once he get acclimated, Middleton will play better. Man, if Giannis is
They
really
can't even beat the Celtics, Mike. Stop it.
Rob, the Celtics
They
won the
struggled
season
up
game.
last year in the season.
Rob, but don't act like the Celtics can't beat y'all in the
And
season game.
they lost
If
to
you go back,
last year.
y'all lost to the Magic.
Tatum got fouled out. And
I'm
they
glad
lost
y'all lost to the Magic. Because every time you bring a bust to the Celtics, I'm bringing y'all lost to the Magic.
We threw running back last year in the season. The Celtics
The Bucks beat the Bucks beat the
Celtics
Celtics.
2-1 versus them in the season last
Hey,
year.
they beat y'all. Just if you bring up
And the Celtics beat them one game with
we
Marcus
don't
Smart leading the
lost
way.
from this year.
Without Giannis, with Tatum fouled out, and the Celtics beat them last year without Tatum on the floor. How does that happen?
But no, I definitely think this year this will be my last year picking Bucks and he beat them again. But I'm going with the Bucks this year.
Gotta be your last year picking them because you'll look like you'll look stupid. Well, that's like you the same dude that pay Paul George $30+ million a year.
Yeah, I would. He got the ability, All NBA, first team All NBA defense. Like what?
First team All NBA defense for what?
What you mean for what?
What? Who does he like now? Can you please tell the people in my
Okay, who got DDU? I'm bringing who got DDU in the NBA history? Who got DDU? Because I'll bring up Kawhi. Oh, he got busted before.
For a whole series?
I see Curry do a spin.
For a whole series?
I see Curry make him do a spin.
Dame Lillard owned him for a whole series.
On who for a whole series?
Paul George.
No, Paul George. Westbrook was guarding him.
Owned them.
No, I ain't gonna say just Paul George.
then-
Westbrook was killing him. He was killing Westbrook
at the
too.
end. And then what about versus the Utah Jazz?
Kawhi was getting cooked by
What about
Murray.
versus Utah Jazz?
Kawhi was getting cooked by
You
Murray.
said Murray. What about Joe Ingles?
What?
Who's better, Ingles or Murray? Stop
Murray
it.
better than Ingles.
Stop it. This is what he gets cooked by. He gets
I'm saying
cooked
you
by.
just said Kawhi got cooked by Murray.
Like I said in the playoffs, Kawhi didn't get cooked
And
by
Murray, you act like Murray got a
Like I
Kyrie
said,
hand.
Harold got cooked by Jokic. Jokic cooked Harold, and Paul George.
Well, Jokic was cooking AD.
Paul
AD
George-
was all
Paul-
NBA
Paul-
defense
He
too.
was cooking him too. That's the
Oh
difference.
yeah, for sure.
Montrezl Harrell can't score. That's why he fits better with the Lakers because he couldn't score for the Clippers versus 7-footer. Montrezl Harrell just
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that. I don't know who will repeat. I don't know who will win championship year. This year, this is what I like about the It's tough. I feel like one of them tough years was like you ain't come to season like, oh, Warriors gonna win it this year.
well, the other Warriors ain't winning this year.
No, I'm saying
The
how
Nets-
you know, like
the
in
Nets to
2000
me is the favorites.
Most people, 99% of the world would say Warriors is gonna win it.
Yeah, that was back when they had a stacked team when everybody knew you had KD, Clay.
Well, I'm saying this
Curry,
year, I don't
Draymond.
see. This year is really like, damn, I really don't know who's going to win it.
And
Like,
everybody in the Harden category, they're not stacking their team. Now they see what it really means to lead as the number one player. There's a few teams that's out there stacked, but now most people see how it is to lead a team full of okay players. And then,
like I said, you saw LeBron, and they say you say people stack teams, they say people stack teams. It's like everybody stack the teams who win.
Well,
if somebody win, they stack the team.
Well, you see, look at Curry now. I'm just saying, like you said, ain't nobody talking about the Warriors now. I'm saying Curry playing with a team like Harden had to play with a couple years ago. Let's see what he do.
Well, I agree.
I'm just saying, don't act like, but don't sit and say you agree, and then what you just said before.
Okay, when you do that, when Kobe had to play with
this dude.
Wait, what?
Right before that, you just literally sat here and said, "I don't want to hear that." You talking about they don't get teams. But then I give an example of what I meant by they don't have the teams. Let's see what Curry does now.
Let's see what he do. He's gonna be a first second round out.
It's easy to go to win the championship 3 years in a row. Go to the championship 3 years in a row when you got UKD and Klay Thompson. That is my point. It's easy to do that. When you got Kelly Oubre, a rookie.
When Kobe didn't have Shaq or Gasol, he was out in the first round 3 straight years, or didn't make the playoffs. So you can say that about anybody.
No, I said no.
I'm just saying you can say that about anybody. When they don't have this, when Jordan don't have Pippen, he can't go to.
No, you can't say that.
You need a team, right?
Clown. What I'm saying is because they didn't need all pro other top 5 players.
According to Curry did the 15.
Kobe, yeah, that's 1 year I brought up, and I'll talk about that 1 year. But for the last 3, I've already brought this up. He needed KD to be hard in that 1 year. I talked about James Harden, and also
he be hard without KD too, though.
Well, when
2015.
Top 5.
Oh, now he's not top. Okay,
they said that. But like I said, people want to say Harden is not a winner, and
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
All I'm saying is, let's see if Curry's a winner. Like I said before, AD came there, LeBron didn't even get to the playoffs in LA. If my point gets proven, when these superstars started adding other superstars to them, that's when they start winning.
Well, I'm saying when you put LeBron fans, what about Kobe? Because he's never won a ring. Jordan never won without Pippen. Kobe never won a ring without.
I said superstar. What superstar did Kobe win a ring with? I said Shaq. Outside.
Gasol's an all-star, one superstar.
He wasn't even an all-star, Mike. Stop.
Well, what superstar? LeBron ain't won all.
No,
wait.
Stop.
All LeBron rings was superstar.
Gasol wasn't even an all-star with the Lakers. Stop it.
He was an all-star with the Lakers.
No, he wasn't.
He was all-star with the Lakers.
He
made the all-star a couple of years with the Lakers.
Couple years.
But he was an all-star when he got to the Lakers. He was an all-star when he got to the Lakers,
How many years? Like 1 year?
I don't know, but he was an all-star kind of a player.
They had Chris Webber, Dirk, and
Chris Webber was an all-star in like 07.
Mike, don't say 07. When he was with the Grizzlies, I guarantee he made all-star game like 1 time.
1 or 2 times, yeah. But he still was an all-star, right? I'm saying when he got with Kobe, he was an all-star.
He wasn't no top 15 player.
He was an all-star.
That was Kobe. He wasn't top 15.
He was an all-star kind of a player.
LeBron and him are getting top 10, the top 5 players on their team. Curry and him, top 5 to top 10 players. Gasol wasn't even top 15. That is my point by saying that when I say stacking your team, so y'all can understand, my definition of stacking your team is different than Mike. You're really stacking your team when you do what Wade and LeBron did, when you do what Curry and KD did, when you do what LeBron did with Kyrie, when you do what LeBron did with AD. Those
Kyrie was a top 10 player.
Those players are inside.
When LeBron
the
first
top
got there,
10.
he wasn't a top 10 player first.
Kyrie was arguably a top 10 player when LeBron got there. Yes.
He was an all-star caliber player.
No,
he was an all-star caliber player, but I would say a top 10 player. In 2000, but right, you get on Trae Young, Kyrie didn't even make the playoffs. You get on Trae Young, right? If somebody said
Trae Young had a better team than Kyrie in his 30 years. Stop it, Mike. Kyrie team.
Right, that team is building.
Mike, stop it.
Right, stop it. Trae Young, the Hawks is building.
The Hawks got Bogdanovich now. They got Capella.
They put the team around here. Oh, Capella good now?
What? He's a veteran big man, Mike. They got John Collins.
Right, when Harden
they got
was
Ray
with
John
Capella. Right. So wait, Capella 18 was Capella good?
Yes, I said that.
But you said Harden had no help in 18.
What did Capella do though? What did he do?
But now you use Capella saying what do you mean what he do?
He had no help versus the Warriors. When they played against the Warriors.
Okay, but you said LeBron had love, but what did he do in the 2016 finals?
Would you bring up 2016? One love hurt. He didn't just get back from the injury.
No.
And he missed game 3.
He missed game 3.
In 2016.
But I'm saying you always say he had love.
No, he had Kyrie.
Okay, what did love do?
He had
Kyrie.
Kyrie averaged more than Curry. He had enough help.
But I'm saying,
no, don't bring up love. I'm saying, no, you can't bring up love.
But I'm saying
Harden had nobody to the extent of Kyrie. He had nobody. No, we're going to hash this out right now. Kyrie had nobody to the extent, or Harden had nobody to the extent of Kyrie. He had nobody.
When people always bring up team, it's like it's a team
it ain't
sport.
Team, it's
so it's like
I don't even got
people use the team thing when it's convenient.
You might want to keep bringing up team. I'm saying not to bring up another player. Then Harden have another equipped player to help.
Chris Paul, Ross, stop acting like Chris Paul is trash. You just don't respect Chris Paul. But anybody, like I say, anybody who knows basketball wouldn't respect Chris Paul.
When did Chris
Paul
play Curry?
When did y'all play Curry?
When did he ever play up to Curry level in those playoff series?
But Kyrie did what Chris Paul did. When has Kyrie ever became second in MVP? Never. Chris Paul could have won MVP in a way. Kyrie never did that, so I can play that game with you.
He became second MVP, Mike.
Yeah, he was second in MVP.
For
What I'm saying is, have Kyrie ever get that high?
What was the stat?
2011. 2020. Don't act like 2011
Like
is bad.
Joker Noah got third in MVP voting. Does that mean
Yeah.
Kyrie better than he better? Than
Yes, Kyrie better
never
than
got third.
Well,
I don't
yes,
care about
Kyrie's better than
MVP
him.
voting.
No,
That's
no,
you.
not MVP. Okay, let's go.
care
When
about
has
MVP.
Kyrie ever led a team to the second best record behind Kobe's team?
Kyrie's been clutch. Way clutcher than Chris
Kyrie's
Paul.
led
Has
teams
been
to
in
the
big
playoffs,
games.
but what I'm saying is
Way
Kyrie.
clutcher than Chris Paul has been in big games. Versus the Warriors. That's what I'm saying. Versus
No,
the Warriors. Versus the Warriors.
I think Chris
What
Paul.
is Chris
I
Paul
think
ever
Chris
did
Paul's
versus the
better than.
Warriors?
I think Kyrie better than Chris Paul
What
now.
did Chris
All
Paul
time
ever
he's
do
not.
versus the Warriors in the playoffs?
What did he ever do versus the Warriors? He
Nothing.
in 14 he was cooking Curry.
Wow.
2014.
In 14, I mean, when
You just
Curry-
asked what he do versus
what
the
did he do
Warriors.
the last 2 years with the Rockets with nothing? Did he even average 20 either year?
The first year he averaged 21. He did.
He
Him and
played
Harden
40
both
games.
shot terrible that series.
And then the second year, he got jump balled with Klay Thompson without doing anything. Like I said, the man never.
Right, you can
And
do
now
that for Kyrie.
now James Harden needs to stay with the Rockets because he got help now, and the Rockets will win further than they ever won. You can't do that with Kyrie because, like I said, Kyrie plays in big
Well,
games.
like,
versus
see,
the
I'm
Warriors.
not. I wouldn't
Kyrie's
even
not
the Rockets
Dame
win.
Lillard.
I wouldn't give you credit. It's all
Kyrie's
about
not-
Harden. Harden
Kyrie's
plays right
not
there.
Dame Lillard or Chris Paul. He's not scared of the Warriors like them two are. They're scared of the Warriors, and I've said they're scared of the Warriors. They're scared of Steph Curry.
Well, Kyrie definitely
Kyrie
played
not
great
scared
versus
of
Warriors, but Kyrie still got to show me a full season like you just show me
not-
that you could be an
He's
All
not
NBA.
scared. I'm just saying
Just
he's
be an
not.
All NBA
he's not-
type player. Play like you did. If Kyrie showed me he could play like he did for a whole season this year, then I'll give you.
He's
this.
not scared of the Warriors. Is all I'm saying.
You
And you bring up wait, you want to bring up second
record.
wait, you want to bring up second record behind Curry, but didn't Curry lead the Celtics 38-10 and they got the best record in the East
I
because
said he led the team to the playoffs,
no,
but
but I'm saying,
Kyrie.
don't act like you said when did he ever lead them to the second best record, but like behind Kobe, now he was the best record in the league before he got hurt.
Well, Rob,
What's the
it was
best
still like over
34
30 some
games,
games.
34 games,
Right,
exactly.
stuff can change in
And
34
what
games.
changed? Yeah, you're right. They went 17-17 without him. They was 38-10 with him. So give that man credit.
I give him credit, but he
with
still
him-
ain't. But he still ain't getting
with
Chris
him,
Paul
I'm saying,
did
like,
right.
he did
Just even
more.
with the New
Mike,
Orleans
he
with
gonna
the
play
Clippers.
some winning
But I'm
60
saying Chris
games.
Paul consistently did it every year.
Mike,
Kyrie's got to keep doing it every
He's
year.
on pace to win in 60 games. ain't he?
Right, consistently. You're naming 1 year.
1 year till he got hurt.
Consistently do it.
He
That's
never
what
lost
Kyrie
consistently with the
do.
Celtics.
Kyrie will get my. Kyrie definitely is more
And
skilled than
what
Chris
I'm
Paul
saying is,
and
Mike,
Lillard.
Mike,
He has the ability to be
Mike,
way
what I'm
better.
saying is,
But right,
injury-wise, it's
injuries
funny.
mess him
But
up.
it's funny because injury-wise, that year with Boston when they lost Giannis, he still made it as far as healthy Chris Paul ever made in his career.
But Rod, he didn't do it. Stop.
He was injured.
He was it. But Rod, you make yourself look
averaged
dumb.
more
He
points
didn't
per
do
game
it.
on that team.
No, but Rod, what I'm saying is he didn't play one playoff game in his team. So
No, I
he
said the
right.
second time when they lost in the second round.
Yeah, they went to the second round. Chris
Listen,
Paul went to the second round. He made just as far as he did.
Kyrie was in. He was coming off.
But I'm
the
saying,
injury and did that.
but when Chris Paul's led the league in steals,
Come on,
assists,
man.
like multiple years and stuff.
He's
So
not
Chris
as
Paul
bad
has
as
a resume over Kyrie right now.
No,
Kyrie's got to keep proving
Kyrie
it.
got a title and should have been Finals MVP.
Well, yeah, Kyrie do got a
should
title.
have been Finals MVP.
He do got a title, but that don't mean he's better.
Because
Tony Parker got 3 championships. Is he better than Chris Paul?
Kyrie got a Finals MVP, and he almost averaged.
Kyrie don't got a Finals MVP. Tony Parker got a Finals MVP. Tony Parker got a Finals MVP.
Tony Parker
What
hit
you
one
mean
of the biggest
30?
shots in Finals history.
What you mean that?
Behind Jordan's shot, Kyrie's shot arguably is one of the biggest shots in Finals history.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
argue with Ray Allen,
Yes.
Kyrie, and Jordan.
Don't say Ray Allen.
What?
Because Ray Allen wasn't a closeout game. Ray Allen's wasn't a closeout game.
But that
His
right.
shot is not on the
If
level
he
of
would have
Kyrie
hit
and
that, they
Jordan.
would have lost.
His shot is not on the level of Kyrie and Jordan. Those were
Thanks,
closeout
Joe.
games.
Thanks, Joe.
Those were
That's James.
those
Help
were
James be hooked me up.
those were closeout games. His shots is not on that level. Stop.
No.
Stop.
You can have Kyrie there, but Ray Allen's up there. Jordan, Ray Allen's, and Kyrie. Ray Allen can be third.
Moving on to NFL. What is your Week 16 NFL predictions?
Same as last week, really. The Chiefs,
No, they
Packers.
got the Steelers number 2.
Chiefs. No, I had Steelers 4 last week. Chiefs, Packers. Yeah, Chiefs, Packers, Bills. Chiefs, Packers, Bills. Saints. Oh yeah, Steelers not in mine either. Chiefs, Packers, Bills, Saints, and Seahawks.
You just ain't gonna respect the Titans. You respect the Titans. My top 5 is the Chiefs, Packers, Titans, Saints, Bills.
Okay.
Yeah, Bills.
Yeah, you right. I missed the
Bills
Titans.
is
yeah.
4th. My bad. Saints 5th. Bills 4th. Saints 5th. Titans 3rd.
Yeah, Titans. I missed out on them, but that's fine. But yeah, that was my top 5. I don't know why I put the
Well,
Seahawks
is
over
10-4.
Yeah, I don't know why I put Seahawks over the Titans. Titans actually
So
pretty
Titans,
good.
they
Actually, the
got-
Colts 10-4.
Yeah, but Titans beat them already, and they play each other again. That's gonna be for the division. But the Titans, the Titans,
Titans a good team because they have there.
they beat the Colts like 44-27. They kind of blew the Colts
I
out.
need Derrick Henry to have a bad week this week.
Man,
But he played the Packers defense.
when Packers, they middle of the road.
Let's see.
Yeah, he run the ball, man. Derrick Henry, a monster.
So them your power rankings.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of predictions, Vikings Saints Friday. Who you taking?
I pick Saints. And I want to pick Vikings. Vikings, they kind of be owning the Saints low key, but yeah, I pick Saints.
In the playoffs, yeah. Oh, you pick Saints?
Yeah.
Score? You gonna get the people to score? Yo, Mike off tonight.
The score don't matter. 31-23. I'm looking at
because of LeBron. If Paul's allowed to play with Kobe, he would have had a title as well. Pops, I agree because of Kobe.
What?
Pops said.
Well, yeah, Paul got a title because of Kobe.
Because no, Pops said Kyrie got a title. See, Mike, you don't listen. He said Kyrie has a title because of LeBron. If Paul was allowed to play with Kobe, he would have had a title as well. Yeah, he would have possibly. He would have been. But to me, you wouldn't have been able to argue that. Like I said, Kyrie was arguably finals.
And Pop, the reason I agree with Rod a little bit, Kyrie, and the reason I'm not going to use this Kyrie, because Kyrie actually killed versus the Warriors. Like, he had LeBron, but LeBron had Kyrie too, though. And it wasn't like Pippen and Jordan, like Jordan literally carried them.
And I'm saying
LeBron was the best player that season, but he didn't carry Kyrie. Kyrie was killing Curry, the best player.
Kyrie was killing Curry and Durant.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I didn't use that. But yeah, I disagree with my dad a little bit because LeBron was the best player that series, but he didn't carry
Ty
Kyrie.
Said the Saints. She taking the Saints this week. Me too, Ty.
I'm
taking the Saints to beat the Vikings this week.
Yeah,
31-23. Mike, we got an important game for you because they got wild card implications on it. 49ers and Cardinals.
Cardinals 24-13.
I'm taking the Cardinals as well. 27-16. This is a big game for the AFC wildcard playoff race. Dolphins and Raiders.
I know. I picked Raiders though. 30-27. That's a tough game. I'm
gonna take the Dolphins on that one. I'm gonna take the Dolphins just because defensive. I think they get it done. 30-27. Dolphins. That's a weak game. Colts Steelers. That's a big game.
I think
Steelers lost 2 out of their last 3.
I thought they lost 3. They lost 3 in a row. They started 11-0. I picked Steelers. I think they're going to bounce back. What is the score I picked? 24-17. I picked Steelers that game.
Oh, man, this one's tough for me. It's in Pittsburgh, but I'm taking Indy. Steelers might lose 4 in a row. I think the Steelers might do what my Broncos did. You know, the Broncos went 13-0. They lost their last 3. I think the Steelers going to lose this game to the Colts, man. I got a close one. I think I picked the Steelers. Let me see. Let me go to my predictions. Because I don't want to be over here predicting something else, something different. No, everywhere I'm from.
Oh, you put your predictions in?
So we fighting when I.
Oh, this is the first time you ever did that.
I picked Indy 17-16. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Indy. That's close, but I'm gonna stick with Indy.
It was some tough games this week.
Bears in Jacksonville. They need this one.
Bears better win that 27-20. We better win that game. You better not lose Jacksonville.
I'm putting Bears 27-13. Allen Robinson plays old team. My Broncos gonna beat the Chargers. We're not gonna do that game.
Who'd I pick? I picked Chargers.
I know you're an idiot. Rams Seahawks.
Watch Chargers beat them. I picked Seahawks.
We're gonna sweep them again.
I'm trying to look for that. What's the score I picked for that? Damn.
I got Seahawks
20-16.
31-26 Seattle. Tennessee and Green Bay.
I picked Green Bay 24-17. I need Packers to lock up Derrick Henry.
I'm picking Tennessee 24-23. 24-23 Tennessee. And then we're not going to do Bills-Patriots because the Patriots are now out of
you got, Philly or Dallas?
The playoffs. I'm going to take Philly. I mean, Dallas right now.
I pick Dallas.
Shelling themselves. I'm taking Philly in that game. I'll take Philly by the score 30-24.
I picked Dallas 27-24.
I think Jalen Hurts and Miles Sanders will be too much for them. And speaking of, we're going to get to Philly next, but that would have been a good one. Are the Steelers a fluke to you? Do you think that they are still a top team in the AFC, or do you think the Steelers are figured out and they will not be in the AFC Championship game now? Because they didn't lose home field advantage. It's a wrap for them.
Yeah, I wouldn't say they figured out because they still get that defense, but Steelers, I wasn't, even when it was 11-0, I was putting them 1, but I just really wasn't like super impressed with them because the few games I did watch, they offense, Big Ben having a good season, it's just their offense is a little shaky to me. And it ain't just all Big Ben. Their offense is a little shaky. Their defense is good, but I just, like I said, I still think a few teams can pop them, like the Bills can beat them. We already know the Chiefs can beat them. I think Titans can come in there and beat them. So, yeah, Steelers, even when they was 11-0, I really wasn't respecting them like that. They was the best team.
Well, the Steelers' offense is shaky because of, I feel like the one thing is Big Ben doesn't have a true number 1 receiver. And what I mean by that is
exposed.
Juju Smith-Schuster's not a true number 1. Claypool is arguably, in some people's eyes, the rookie out of Notre Dame from Canada is arguably better than them. Is playing better than Juju Smith-Schuster this year. Already got over double-digit touchdowns. You know, one of only 4.
Shannon Skip said he ain't hit a 100-yard game since AB left.
Yeah, so I think right now, Juju Smith-Schuster just get a lot of fantasy points because he gets into the end zone. But I really think that right now, that is the Steelers' problem. They were talking about it in this last game that they lost to Cincinnati on Monday night. I really feel like Big Ben doesn't have a true number 1 receiver, and the fact that Pittsburgh ain't Pittsburgh at a pass, and they can't run the ball effectively, which is which is a mystery to me because you got James Conner and Benny Snell. And I don't see how they can't run the ball effectively like that. But this ain't old Pittsburgh. So when the passing game ain't on,
I see you,
when
Morgan
the
funny.
passing game ain't on and the passing game ain't clicking, then to me, Pittsburgh can be beat. And I think that the Browns can still come back and win this division. So Pittsburgh got to watch out because the first time Pittsburgh dominated them, Nick Chubb wasn't there. And the Browns, to me, is a whole
Browns
different
10-4?
team. 10-4.
And
The Browns is a whole different team without Nick Chubb. So I got to see Pittsburgh tighten together. Now, I will say their defense will probably keep them in games and keep them in it. So I'm not going to count them out yet now. But they got to show me some of these last couple weeks going into the playoffs because they lost that bye week.
Yeah.
They lost that bye week. I mean, if the Chiefs, which they played the Falcons this week, the Chiefs win this week and they can sit out the last week because the Chiefs have everything locked up. So, and I think Big Ben needed that bye week more than Mahomes would need it. And Pops, you ain't never lied. The Steelers' running game has definitely been absent this season more than what we used to with Steelers football. We're going to stay in the state of Pennsylvania and go over to Philadelphia. Wentz is a backup. Is Wentz a backup or a starter? He said in the media this past week that he does not want to be a backup. Do you agree with Philly for benching him, or do you agree with Wentz that he is not a backup? He is a starting caliber quarterback, and he should be a starter.
That's a tough question because I agree he's not a backup. He's a starter. He's definitely a starter, but I understand Philly changing things up because he wasn't playing that good before he left. So they changed things up, and Jalen Hurts looking good. So, but I definitely would for going into next season. I would it'll be a war between them two. It'll be a war in training camp, and then we'll see who looks better in training camp preseason to come to the starter. But yeah, this year I actually agree with Philly. Change it up, y'all, and go with Jalen Hurts for now because y'all was looking bad. Y'all wasn't looking that good, and wasn't looking that good. So for me, I agree with both. He's a starter, but this year change it up, I guess. Because y'all they out of playoff contention yet?
No, they still in the
They 2 games behind Washington, though, ain't they?
Yep, they still play Washington one more time.
Wait, what's their? They 4-9-1.
They got a tie. All they got to do is that tie helps them. They got to have.
Yeah, but Washington win. If Washington wins this week, they Philly can't win.
Washington got to win out though. That's what I mean. Washington has to win. Yeah, so they ain't over for them. Washington got to win.
And Dallas played Washington last week.
Washington can't tie with the Giants either because the Giants swept Washington.
Yeah. So, but if Washington win, Philly's done because the only way Philly can get in is if they win a division.
Yeah.
No, they out of wild card. Yeah.
Even though the NFC.
What Julian that? Yeah, Julian, Philly's done.
Well, I think that Wentz to me, and this is tough because I hear Wentz. I said at the beginning of the year I thought Wentz was going to be top 5 quarterback to be in the league, and people said, well, his whole team was on his receivers, offensive line, but Jalen Hurts came in and stayed the ship. I think that you had to make the change because Wentz was I don't know what he was doing. He wasn't being himself. He looked flustered out there. To me, I don't want to say it, but I got to tell the truth. He was causing his team to lose games. He was putting his team, he was doing Matthew Stafford type stuff, putting his team in position to lose because everybody was blaming all the other stuff that was going wrong with Philly, but that wasn't the issue. The issue was him not learning how to take certain sacks, throwing the ball in the coverage with 3 people, throwing it to receivers that wasn't even there. And then the running game was suffering because they knew he couldn't throw. They knew they had to sell off for the run. Jalen Hurts brings another exciting dimension to the Eagles right now, with the run-pass option that he could do with Miles Sanders. And why not let him get a chance with the young team? I mean,
you think so, Pops?
I think Pops might be on to something because Nick Foles took over. It's either Wentz, you can't stay healthy for a full season, or if you do, you start to do
he
this.
He was actually healthy last year. He played every game. You the one who showed he played every game.
He went out. He did go out in the playoff. He
went out in the playoff, yeah.
But I'm saying there's some games during the season he played every game, but he'll miss a quarter or something.
Yeah. He always something wrong.
There's something wrong. Then when stuff is going right, he ain't right. When stuff is going wrong, he right, and the team ain't right. I think Wentz might be done in Philly, and I think Wentz is trying to overcompensate for it. I feel like he shouldn't overcompensate because I feel like Philly won that title because of him, and he deserves way more credit than Nick Foles. But I think
but he didn't play
he's
right.
overcompensating because they won without him. And he's trying to show people that he was the reason they won. I don't care.
It's not easy like you think. A backup just can't come in and win a Super Bowl, Rod. That's not easy.
Yeah, they can when you 15 games into the season and he put that type of swag into that team. And like I said, quiet as kept. Nick Foles played 2 good games. I know they came at the right time, but let's not try to act like in the 5 or 6 games that Nick Foles started to play that he was just lights out. He played 2 good games out of like 5 games he started, and those games happened to be in the NFC Championship game.
Well, yeah, he had a lot of help, but Rod, the Super Bowl he came to play.
Like I said, pat on his little back. Good job for that, but that
not too many backups came with Super Bowl.
Steve Young because
You
of
say Steve Young was a backup.
of Carson Wentz. And don't say backup, Mike, because it wasn't. Stop. See, I hate when you try to talk like this was done. Like Steve Young wanted as a backup as the next year. He was the full starter. That wasn't. Stop acting like they didn't play.
Name a
13
backup that
games.
came in the season and
It just never happened. You never had an MVP. The MVP go down the last 4 games of the season, and then the back. So you can't tell me the name because it's never happened. You never had a Brady or Manning in the middle of the MVP season. This Mike, you show me then if you disagree with me. What I'm saying, you can't disagree because it's facts. We've never seen an MVP quarterback that was going to win MVP and played all 16 games
what's the
get
point
hurt
of that?
with 3 games left and to sit there and say we don't know what their team would have did. I'm saying we've never seen that. When you take a team that's that good and you put that type of leadership in them, the season Wentz was having, and I'm not saying Foles is a bum. Foles is a valuable backup. He was a starter before that just got demoted to backup. So you acting like Foles was like a person we've never heard of. There's backups out there that I believe in. Like
so you said Foles is good enough to come and lead a good
RG3 is
team.
a good backup. If the Ravens are good, if the Ravens got good weapons and Lamar Jackson go down, if RG3 win a game or two, I'm not going to be sitting like, oh my God, RG3 is a good backup.
But winning the game don't mean that Foles
I'm talking about even
Foles
the
won
playoffs.
the Super Bowl run.
Stop it.
He had help versus the Falcons. He had help. The
Patriots
defense saved them versus
That
the Falcons.
Patriots defense, I'm going to say it's family when the Eagles played us. Was when Jalen Hurts showed. I like Ty. She cold when Jalen Hurts showed them that
Yeah,
he was about that life. Yeah, Ty, look, Jalen Hurts showed me he was about that life like this. I hate Alabama, y'all. I really hate Alabama. Like, I'm going to get
the
fan
brakes
for life.
off Florida.
They beat us by 6.
I
Stop
didn't
it.
see it.
I hate Jalen Hurts. But Jalen Hurts at Alabama, all he did was win. And then they benched it for Tua, which I never get because Tua came in there getting stats.
Didn't Hurts get hurt, though?
No, he missed, they benched him. He got benched, actually. Because and then Tua got hurt, and Hurts came back in and beat them versus Georgia. Then Tua got back, and then he played the national championship game, and they beat Clemson. But what I'm saying is Jalen Hurts got benched for no reason. He got benched, and he only had lost 2 games as a starter in his whole career. Then he transfers to Oklahoma. He was quiet about it. He was humble, transferred to Oklahoma and won at Oklahoma and went to the Final Four with Oklahoma. That's how I knew Jalen Hurts was really a winner. And then at the Combine this last year, he tried to turn him to play tight end, running back, or receiver. He told them, no, I'm a quarterback. And now look at him. Started for the Eagles. So it's tough because Wentz my guy, but Jalen Hurts, man, he just been proving all his life so far to me that he is a winner. He one of them weird winners, but low-key dude is a winner. You know, you only can root for him because he don't be giving up. Nah, he be going after. But I think Wentz may be done, and Wentz, it wouldn't be good to come to the Mile High City and fight with Drew Lock for that strong position. We'll talk about that in a little bit here. Mike, will your Bears, this for you, you the Bears fan, will they make the playoffs?
Let's see.
Right now, and don't be a coward. Because
I say your team my team.
I spoke to Troop on them. I said they'd be 10-6 or 9-7, and they 7-7.
I said it would be 9-7. We go back to the episode.
Go back to it. I said 10-6, 9-7.
Yeah, I know my team.
They are
you
a
don't
game
know
out.
my team.
I know your team better than you.
No, you don't.
They are a game out.
Because they saw 5-1, you was overreacting. I told you, dude, we're not.
I'm overreacting. They benched Mitch Trubisky, and I told you that was a problem. And look what Trubisky been doing since.
What?
They put up 30 points.
We started one before we benched him.
They benched Trubisky when they started losing.
No.
Yeah, they did.
We start. When did we start the season? 3-0.
5-1. Y'all lost 6 in a row.
Yeah. And Foles won like 2 of those games. Foles came in versus the Falcons, I think. Yeah, Foles came in early.
Y'all was coming back versus came in versus the Falcons. That wasn't early. Y'all was already like 4-1 then.
No. When Foles.
Yes, he did not come in early. Trubisky, because I had Allen Robinson in fantasy, dude. Like y'all played the Falcons week 3. Oh yeah, y'all was 3-0.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He tried to put Foles in early, but look, Foles didn't really do nothing. Y'all started going down offensively. 11 points, 19 points, struggling to score 23.
We had 17 versus the Giants with Trubisky.
17
but to get to the question, so we can move on. I'm gonna go ahead and I don't think we will because man, we got the Packers the last game, so it's like, and we got to win out. We're going to beat Jacksonville. We got to hope Arizona lose because we got to get that 7th spot. But I'm gonna say we're not gonna make the playoffs because we got to get over this Packers hump. We got to start beating them. And I'm gonna just say we're gonna miss the playoffs. Go 8-9. We'll go 8-8, and I predicted 9-7. So yeah, we're not making the playoffs.
Well, I think the Bears are better than Arizona. I don't trust Arizona.
Well, we gotta hope they lose. I think we've been Arizona too.
Arizona could lose to the 49ers this week or they last game. I think Arizona might mess around and lose their last 2.
Yeah, but we got to. Oh, if they lose their last 2, we good.
Just because the AFC West is just tough, man. I don't even take this win for the 49ers.
But I'm saying we got to beat the Packers in the last game.
They barely beat the 49ers week 1, 24-20. They play the Rams, and the Rams is probably fighting for that division. The Rams got deep. So Arizona got a tougher schedule than y'all. And then who knows if the Packers win this week? The Packers actually sold up the number 1 seed.
That's
So
true.
if
You're
the
right.
Packers beat Tennessee, the Packers might do.
Oh,
what
that's a
y'all-
good point.
The Packers might do what y'all did. I know I always make good points.
No, but Packers should make that
The
same
Packers
decision.
might do what
No,
y'all
they
did.
need to play Aaron Rodgers in week 17 because you remember
What?
the year they went 15-1. They didn't play Aaron
It
Rodgers
don't
in
matter.
week 17.
If
He had a
Aaron
bye
Rodgers is
week,
smart,
and then he came
If
back
Aaron Rodgers
rusty.
is
You
smart,
can't
why
do it.
wouldn't he want to play the Bears? He owns the Bears. Why wouldn't you want to play the Bears in the NFC Championship? I'm saying, Mike, if he sits down and he knows the only way he's going to beat the Bears is in the AFC Championship game, possibly.
NFC.
Why wouldn't you play NFC Championship game? Why wouldn't you play them? You own the Bears. He's like what 50-2 versus y'all career wise. Like dude, always beating up on
Yeah,
y'all.
he lost like 2
But
games.
I just think that the Bears, man, Trubisky, my boy Trubisky out here balling. Trubisky should never. If Trubisky
He's looking
would've-
good.
If Trubisky
Beginning of the
would've kept
season, he
starting,
wasn't looking
if
good. So
Trubisky
stop.
would have kept starting, he was looking good, Mike.
The beginning of
The
the season,
Bears
he
was
wasn't
not-
looking
no,
good,
The
bro.
Bears was not
He's
looking
looking good
because of
now.
play caller, but Allen Robinson was actually killing at the beginning of the year.
And Robinson,
Don't let people fool y'all, man. The Bears only get a team because, like my uncle said, and I shout out to Uncle Derek, they was calling dumb offensive plays, and that's why Matt Nagy got exposed.
well,
and
Uncle
now
said
since Bill
after
Lazor-
that, I
now
told him that the
Uncle said
first
Bill
year with
Lazor-
that
Bill
Nagy.
Lazor been calling the plays, and look what Trubisky.
But I've been
did.
telling him that. I always tell Uncle about these coaches. You remember he was all on Trestman. I said, stop it. We're not going to do no Trestman. Happy about John Fox. We went 3-13 every year with John Fox. I tell Uncle about the
How
coaches
far
he
do you
liked.
think Brady will take Tampa in the playoffs?
Man,
Talking about
Tampa's. They iffy, man. They look bad at times. Sometimes they look good. I think they'll be out. They can go to the second round. At first, I was like Tampa Bay go Super Bowl, but they'll be out second round. I think they can win the playoff
I
game.
got them going to the NFC Championship
You
game.
know, yeah.
Because
See,
I think
Tampa iffy to me.
I think their offense is starting to click low key, and I think their defense is going to get back together because they got
Sometimes
a
their
good
offense
front
looks
seven.
terrible though, but sometimes
They
the
got a
offense
good-
like the best offense in the
They
league.
got a good front seven, and
I mean,
think
second
Tampa
best,
Bay.
not
I think
better
they gave
than
us the Falcons, woke them up, and I think they're about to start clicking. I think Brady finna lead these young guys. And some
So
of
you
these
think
guys
they lose
that
the
have been
championship to
through-
who?
It all depends who get there. I think Seattle can beat them. That game gonna be on the road. They gonna have to win on the road, but I mean, I think they're gonna.
Yeah, they'll have to go in the-
I think they're gonna lose to Seattle possibly because I think Seattle will go in the NFC Championship game quiet as kept. I think Seattle will regroup, and that defense is starting to get better and better every week in Seattle with Jamal Adams in them. But I think Tampa Bay gonna at least make it to the NFC Championship game. I think Brady's starting to click with their weapons. If
Yeah,
Gronk
people
get
like
going,
Brady have a terrible season. He really not.
if Gronk get going, then I think that it's gonna be a scary sight for the NFC. Can Belichick win without Brady? This is the first year that the Patriots have made the playoffs in almost 20 years. Buffalo Bills will win the AFC for the first time since '95. This is the first time in forever that the Patriots haven't won that division. Can Belichick
In 10
win without
years,
Brady?
Dolphins won in like 12 years. I think he can bitch it without Brady, rebuild the team and stuff, but I'm not gonna kill him for not making playoffs without Brady and stuff because it happens. You lose your best player, just like when we do with basketball. It's gonna happen. I'm not gonna kill him. The only thing I'm gonna kill is the system people, his system and stuff. So I'm gonna be petty with that. But no, on here I'm gonna say it here on tape. It's not a big deal. He's not making the playoffs. He lost. We know where his success came. He had a great quarterback, and then he was able to. His defense was able to carry the great quarterback, and the quarterback became great and carried the team in the second half. So I won't kill him, but I will be petty with the system people.
Well, to me,
Lance
it's like
and
this.
them.
I will offensively not the system, but defensively, I will give Bill Belichick.
Yeah, he's a defensive genius.
because he was missing about 9 of his starters with Hightower, Patrick Chung. They set out because of COVID. He was missing one of his running backs. Then when Cam Newton got COVID, they threw him out. Julian Edelman has missed most of all the season. So I'm not going to say they're not going to make the playoffs because of Brady. I think New England's not going to make the playoffs because they're missing a lot. And they was competitive for a large part of the season. But now it's came back to bite them. They're not the same. Like, I don't think that Bill Belichick can sustain all of these different changes and be that great of a coach. But I think if they did have a full defense here, even with the way the offense is playing, I think the Patriots would be a
Patriots
lot
not a
better.
bad team. Yeah,
Because their defense was still cold, and they didn't even have like I said, they didn't even have Hightower or Patrick Chung, which is their two captains. So I think next year New England will be something better. I think that what Bill Belichick's going to do is go to the drawing board. He's going to go to the drawing board and have a quarterback competition next year and see who gives them the best chance to win. Maybe Cam Newton might be included in that, a rookie and another quarterback you got there, and see who is the best competition for that. Because I think New England is going to be right back in the discussion when their full team comes back together because that defense is still something formidable. But I do think that Bill Belichick got a lot of his
when Brady was there, used to always say that defense wasn't that
overall
good.
success. Most years it wasn't that good when Brady was winning. If you look at the last years that Brady was winning, his defenses was always lower half. The year they won without Gronk. The year they lost to the Giants without Gronk. Look up his defenses then. They was not top defense.
But last year, the defense was killer versus the Titans, and the offense looked terrible.
Like you brought up Tennessee. Tennessee really couldn't score last year. Tannehill wasn't winning.
But what I'm saying is that the defense was looking good versus the Titans last year. Brady and them could have won that game.
Tennessee looked at bad. They, like I said, when they played good offense last year, they got blew out every game. When they played Baltimore, when they played the Chiefs, you bring up Tennessee.
They beat the Baltimore.
No, they got blew out by Baltimore last year in the season. What are you talking about?
You talking about Titans? But Titans in the playoffs.
No, I'm talking about the Patriots.
Oh, the Patriots. I thought you were talking about the Patriots. Oh, yeah, Baltimore blew them out. Yeah.
Every good offense blew them out. Tennessee was not. My Broncos shut Tennessee out last year. Tennessee was not a good offense. They became good in the playoffs. Tannehill got that job super late. The Titans was not what they was this year. That's why I'm tired of people giving New England defense credit. No, when they played decent offense last year, they got cooked. So when you got a good defense, to me, you can play against good offenses. You're not gonna get.
No, I'm just shocked to hear you because when Brady was there, you used to always go to their defense.
No, I didn't. Don't say. See, stop killing my words. Say always. I got on the years when it was bad. The years they lost to the Eagles, that defense was bad.
Yeah, that's the year it was bad.
The year they won with Darrelle Revis, that defense was okay.
No, that defense was good.
Stop. Russell Wilson was killing them in that Super Bowl. Brady had to bring them back in the fourth quarter.
In the fourth quarter for the whole season, they had a good D.
Russell Wilson was killing them.
They had a good D that season.
And the coach,
they had a good defense that season.
The coach just was turning the ball over. They did not have a good D. That Patriots was opportunistic. They did not have a good defense.
The year they lost to the Eagles, I agree with you on that year. That year the defense was good. But
when Revis was there,
they had D.
The year they lost to the Giants, the second time they didn't have a good defense. There was multiple times where Tom Brady teams did not have a good defense.
I agree there was years, but some years that you said I don't agree with.
Most of
the years with Revis, you're wrong.
Bring it up. Show me a year with Revis when they was the top defense. They wasn't. Like I said, they made good plays.
They was top passing defense that year.
They made good plays. But they wasn't.
Somebody looked at them. They was a top passing defense.
No, they wasn't. Let's look it up.
Yeah, look it up. They was a top passing defense with Revis.
They was nowhere near the Legion of Boom when it came to comparing them defensively. 2014.
So is the top defense just going off the stats?
No,
or
top defense is like I said. When you watch those games, you remember top defenses.
No, I'm asking what is our parameters?
They're holding teams like 3 points, 2 points. 2014. Look, they're not even the Buffalo Bills, Detroit Lions. They're not even in the top half. Like
what is this points or get per game?
Like everything. It don't matter what it was. That defense. Nobody.
I'm saying, what are we going by as the top defense?
No, you go by eye test, Mike. You defense is like how Seattle would keep top like Payman them to 10 points. Patriots wasn't doing that to people.
So Seattle's number one defense.
They would get.
I'm saying what status we go. Oh, this is total overall
everything.
Defense.
Patriots giving up 344 yards. Like I said, man, I watch football. They was opportunistic. They got interceptions when it presented itself.
We're going to use this for another year. We're going to use this for top defense.
I know when they use top defense. Like I said, the Steelers are top defense this year. A lot of teams are not top defense.
Lions had the second best defense that year?
The Lions have had good defense for the last 5 years. If you look up, like Jacksonville was a number 4 defense, they was 4-12. See, that's what I'm saying. You don't watch football.
I watch football. Yes, I do.
Your record don't mean you're a good defense.
I feel like
this year
you would use this. Sometimes if somebody brought up like top defense, you're like, that don't mean nothing.
I'm not using that to my advantage. Like I said, the year the Packers won the Super Bowl, they didn't have a top defense.
They was opportunistic.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
When Revis was there.
Yeah, to you, because you only was looking at if Revis got an interception or not.
No, I wasn't. What are you looking at?
So the Packers had a better defense.
You didn't know Detroit. You didn't know what's the name had the top defense. Detroit.
Yes, Buffalo did. Buffalo wasn't good then. Yes, I do know defense every year, Mike. Go look up the 2010 Packers, y'all, versus the 2014 the Super Bowl that the Patriots beat the Seahawks. Go look up Brady defense that year and go compare it to Aaron Rodgers defense in 2010. The Packers.
The 2010 Packers defense was good with turnovers.
That's my point. That's what the Patriots
but they didn't have a top defense.
The Patriots didn't either. In 14, that's my point.
Patriots had a good defense.
Go look it up. Go look it up.
No, I said good pass defense. I said pass.
So did the Packers. They led the league in interceptions that year.
Well, when I say Patriots led the league in interceptions, you don't care. You don't care.
No, but that's the whole defense, Mike. That was their whole team. Led the league in interceptions.
The Bears led the league in interceptions.
But I'm saying, I'm not arguing. I'm saying that's my point about New England in 14. They were what the Packers was in 10. They were opportunistic, and they made plays when they need to make plays.
They lead the league in turnovers.
But people would be driving.
They didn't get that many turnovers. They had good passing defense.
They get interceptions. That's a big key. You can't
They had
good
pass defense. People
like
pass them. The Seahawks
led the league. That's a big part of defense.
Richard Sherman never really led the league in picks, but he's still a top
They
corner.
led pass defense, though, and rush defense. Seattle
well, they led pass defense, but they had a lot of knockdowns and stuff,
and they don't give up yards. Like I said, anybody would tell you, if you get top in interceptions, they would say, that's a top pass defense because it's opportunistic. You get
like the Bears. When we had Urlacher and them, we had a top defense, but we used to get rid of hell of yards. We used to give up hell of yards.
And the Bears to give up points. No, y'all didn't. Y'all beat a team.
Well, we used to have a
y'all beat 2 teams that year 51-3. Y'all beat the Packers.
No, I'm talking about when we had the good defense.
No, when y'all that was in 2010. No, when y'all still had a solid
No,
defense.
we had the defense versus y'all and stuff. We gave up hella yards.
No, they didn't.
But we used to get
Y'all
turnovers and
blew
stuff.
the Breeze out of the NFC Championship
But you,
39
I'm saying,
14.
throughout the whole season,
Stop
we
it.
used to
No,
go
y'all
hella.
didn't.
No, we
Y'all
used to
didn't.
go hella
Go
yards.
look it up.
For real.
When y'all lost to the
Nah,
Cardinals,
man, we used to
no,
go
it's not.
hella yards.
See, you're lying. When the
We
Bears
did.
got
Look
loose to
it
the
up. We
Cardinals
used to
in-
go hella
no,
yards.
they got loose to the Cardinals in
How you talking about my
2006.
team?
I remember. When y'all was about to lose to the Cardinals in 2006, that's because Rex Grossman was turning the ball over and the Cardinals put up 24 points off of turnovers. That does not mean your defense is bad
You
because
bring the one game. No, teams get hella yards with us, dude.
Let's look it up.
And
Like I said,
like
Texas almost
06,
gave up 40
07, and like years like they were like in bread.
Bears defense, because you're lying.
It's
And I'm
some
about to show you,
years.
the Bears never gave up 350 yards when they had a top defense. No top defense gives up 350
Dude,
yards
we used
per
to go
game.
hella yards.
Not
I ain't just
350
talking
yards
about
per
06,
game.
07, 08, where Erlacher
No,
we had
I'm
the
talking about
defense.
when you go to the Super Bowl.
2010.
Right, though, no Super Bowl defense gives up 350 yards a game and go to the Super Bowl. You really don't. Show me a team that did that without a top offense. You really don't do that.
Seahawks gave up hella yards
No,
in the
they
Super Bowl.
didn't. Stop. I
Versus the
said
Packers
the whole
versus the
season.
Patriots. Oh,
Mike,
no.
you just looked up the season. You only keep trying to bring up one game. I just showed you.
You won a one
The year
game.
you just trying to bring up New England defense, they gave up 350 yards per game. The Bears gave up 3 points yards against what are the yards at? This defense was that stopping. See, that's what I'm saying.
We did have a good defense, but we did get rid of hella yards. We gave up hella yards, dude. How you gonna tell me?
I remember that Bears defense.
I remember it.
Offense, defense. These the Bears number one in every category, and you talking about New England even in the top, nowhere near in the top. Man, I cannot find two defense. I'm mad because I need to get my stuff ready for this dude because he be lying week in and week out. Just
You're not
lying.
lying. You can't find it. It's convenient to you when stuff is top.
No, it's not. It's
when
just
teams
facts.
is top, first, second, third. But if you argue like the Broncos, somebody like they 10, you be like, that's not right.
Broncos
That's
are
not
the top
right.
defense. I wouldn't say we're a top
No, but
defense.
I remember
even
just
in
certain
history.
years somebody
No, you
proved
don't.
you wrong when you tried to say they was when people trying to say about the Broncos rushing
Wait.
defense and they was like
The
we're in
year-
the top 5 in rushing
That's a lot. The
defense.
year 2017, I proved
I forget it was
we
one
was
year.
top
I
five
just can't
defense
remember
until
the
Carson
argument.
Wentz killed us. We was top 5 in defense. Ask Julian. We was number 1 in defense actually with Brock Osweiler after Peyton Manning. We was number 1 in defense. That's not a lot. That's facts. Until Carson Wentz put up 50 points on us, we was number 1 defense going into that game. That's not a lie. That's a fact. I've never said my team has had defense when they didn't have defense.
I said
I've
the
never
Bears
said
had
that.
those 6.
I'm talking about
we
the
did give up
Patriots.
hella yards,
The
though.
Patriots did not have defense in 14. And you
But,
keep arguing that they did.
We had to find out another time, G.
Yeah, I can't. Oh man, I can't find this.
I don't know why you're so
trying
mad.
to
It's not
compare
a
the
big deal.
14 Patriots defense to top defenses of all time, and they nowhere near. Like I said, Brady.
I didn't say the 14
since
Patriots is
06
better than the 06
from
Bears
06
defense.
all the way.
When did I
No,
say the
I'm saying
14?
from 07 all the way to now, Brady didn't have top defenses. From 2000 to 2006, he had top defenses, but after that, he never had a top
No, he
defense.
didn't.
He
I
never
said
had
he
a top
pass
defense.
defense with Reeves was there.
They won top pass. They was
And
opportunities.
you could be a good defense, not be top defense. You could be a good defense.
There's a lot of teams that solid defense. What is your point? I said Super Bowl caliber defense. The defense he had when he was there when they won.
We
the
had a
first
good defense, Rob. We was a top defense, but we gave up a lot of yards. What made us so good is that we was good in the red zone. We was good. We got turnovers like that Packers 10 defense. We led the league.
Like y'all was
We
way
led the
better
league
than
in
Packers. If
points
you
off
comparing the
turnovers.
Packers defense to y'all's, that's
No,
what I'm
I'm
saying.
not. I
You
said
didn't
we
watch
led the league. And
games.
yes, I did, Rod.
No,
You
you
didn't watch
didn't.
06. We
You
both
didn't
watched
watch
a lot of games.
games.
Dude,
If you trying
in
to say
06,
the
we
Packers was like
had a
us.
good red zone defense. We was good off
Y'all had a
turnovers.
good
We had
defense
points
in
off
general.
turnovers. Yes, we did. We led points off turnovers. We got sacks
Y'all had
and
a good
stuff. So it's
defense
more
in
than
general.
defense than
Let's
just
see.
yards. Just because you get yards, you that don't mean you don't have to terrible defense.
Should Fangio get fired?
No, you got to give him time to build with his team. It's only his second year. You got to at least give him 4 to 5. So no.
I agree. Fangio
John-
should get fired. What about Drew Lock? Should he be our starting quarterback next year?
Maybe give him another year, but he's not that good to me. He shows signs of it, but I got to see the consistency. So he did like the one game, he had 4 touchdowns and stuff versus the Panthers, right? He shows signs of it, but so far to me, I'm not impressed with him. He's not that good to me, but like I say, he can keep developing. So I would say keep Fangio and try to get a quarterback.
We need to go get a quarterback, have a competition. If a quarterback in free agency gets out there,
Once your offense get better, I'll respect y'all as a playoff team. But until then,
once we get,
because y'all defense is pretty,
we
y'all
got
defense
some
is
of the
pretty
best.
good.
We got some of the best offensive weapons in the league.
But so all y'all missing is quarterback then.
Basically, we ready to win right now. We got the best receiving core in the league, dude.
Well,
Stop
get
it.
a quarterback then.
We got
Because as of now,
Cortland Sutton.
y'all keep being 5 and something. I don't know what I predicted y'all record. I know I predicted less than 6-10.
We're gonna be 7-9 again.
No, because don't y'all got y'all got Chargers and
Raiders. Two.
Oh, so
Those are wins.
Oh,
Bears only allowed 255 points that year. You talking about we gave up yards. Team wasn't scoring on y'all or give
yards and scoring is
yards and scoring usually go hand in hand. Team getting yards when usually scoring the ball. I'm just saying, y'all. I gotta find.
we did. I never said 2006 Bears
Y'all
have a
only
great
giving up
defense.
300 yards per game. I know that.
Who said we give 300 yards a game?
Well,
I
they
said
was giving
there
up
was a few
350.
games where teams was cooking us. I'm like,
Yeah, you can look up a few games for everybody, but I'm saying Patriots was getting cooked
no,
mostly every
2000
game.
Ravens, 85 Bears, man. The team, Dolphins, the only team that cooked.
College football Final Four. Did the NCAA get it right?
Yeah, and it's Alabama versus Notre Dame, and Clemson versus
Ohio State.
Ohio State. Yeah, them and I'm not as close to college as you is, but yeah, them the top 4 teams. Then to me, they got it right. Who do you think should have got a shot? If y'all would have beat Alabama, y'all probably would have
If
had
we
a
would have
case.
beat Alabama, I don't think we would have had the case. In the
Oh yeah,
simple
y'all
fact that-
lost that game to LSU too.
Well, the simple fact that I think Notre Dame would have had to beat Clemson for us to have a chance because if Clemson beat them, they split. Notre Dame shouldn't have been out. Ohio State did win the Big Ten. Ohio State would have been the only team I would have went after because they only played 6 games. But I really do feel like Ohio State.
I saw a lot on Twitter though. A lot of people was mad that Ohio State getting it because they only played 6
No,
games.
they was, but Ohio State was still one of the best teams in those 6 games, and then they did beat Northwestern pretty convincingly. And Northwestern was pretty good in the Big Ten. So Ohio State, if they would have lost, then yeah, they wouldn't have been in. But the fact that they won that Big Ten championship game and they beat Northwestern, yeah. But they was borderline for me because, yeah, you got to play more than 6 games, and you got to play meaningful games. They didn't play versus Michigan. You didn't play versus Wisconsin. Those games got canceled. So, and then Wisconsin losing some of the games that they lost didn't look so good for you if you ended up playing them anyways. So, but Ohio State, everybody that got in, I do feel like the committee got it correct. They deserved it. I mean, you could have had an argument for Cincinnati. You could have put an argument in for Texas A&M, but they got their shot at Alabama and lost pretty bad. But I think the 4 deserve to be in. Notre Dame and Clemson, you don't want to get them a rematch. So
Who's
if they
in?
duke it out, if they duke it out, then
Clemson,
you gotta
Alabama,
see-
Notre Dame, Ohio State. Pop.
If they duke it out, you got to see who gets to Alabama. But I think Alabama is the favorites. Alabama dangerous on the offensive side of the ball.
I'm actually gonna watch that Clemson Ohio State. Did Clemson beat Ohio State last year in the semifinal?
Yeah, I think Clemson gonna beat them again just because Clemson just got too many skill weapons. And Ohio State really.
Yeah, Clemson, Alabama. This will be their 3rd straight year playing.
Ohio State got that quarterback, but yeah, I think it's gonna be Clemson.
Oh,
Alabama
LSU
again.
won
I
last
think it's
year,
gonna be. I think it's gonna be Clemson, Alabama again. Yeah,
Clemson, Alabama played like last 3 or 4 years.
I think Clemson, man, them and Alabama got too much offensive firepower, and Clemson defense can get turnovers too. And Trevor Lawrence is cold. Yeah, Trevor Lawrence is.
Yeah, I'm excited for the college football. This when I actually start watching more college. I'm definitely gonna watch that Clemson.
James, hit that music. We had an hour exactly. That means the sports section is KOD, or done, not kicks of the day, but it's done. And we're now gonna go to the real talk section. James gonna hit that cue music here. And we appreciate y'all for sticking with us for episode 39. Those of you that's in the sports, we got more coming at you next week. Maybe the playoffs will be set. Maybe it will. Maybe it won't. NBA will have a second week. We'll talk about those Christmas games. Tune in for some Butter the Differences updates. Y'all, 2021 is coming up in the next week. We got one more episode, which means it's going to be 40 for the whole year. But in episode 20, or in 2021, the new year.
Pop, we know you leaving too.
During the new year, what we're trying to do is, y'all, we're going to have more people on the show. We're going to have more creators on here, more artists on here, so we can get their names out in Minnesota, collab with them, and we can bring y'all more even resources and more people out there. So, yeah, that's what we're trying to do in 2021. But we about to get ready for this real talk section, y'all. So stick with us. We appreciate y'all that's been in here. Stay with us for the real talk section if you want to stay. But we appreciate y'all, man. We're going to give people a few minutes to get up in here and play that music. And Merry Christmas, everybody. Brotherly Differences style. We out here.
Real talk time, baby. I can't wait.
Hey, let me tell you
Top running backs all time next week. Okay, Pops. Put that as a top of the top 5 running backs of all time.
Okay.
Me and Pops had a debate about that.
Hey, hey.
Where's Joe at? I need to whoop somebody in chest.
Oh, dinner.
All right, let me see.
For the people in here, man, what y'all doing for Christmas tomorrow, man? What y'all doing for Christmas? I'ma just be chilling, watching them NBA games, man. I can't wait to see. We can do top 10 pop. I can't wait to see that Lakers Mavs, Luka, LeBron. I want to watch Zion versus the Heat. The first game, Zion versus the Heat. Actually, the Vikings play versus when the Bucks play the Warriors. So yeah, I'm excited for the NBA games. That's all I'm gonna be doing, eating and watching NBA games. You know, kids go open some gifts, play with their toys. So yeah, that's really what I'm gonna do. What y'all doing for people in here and stuff? Ooh, dang, y'all tagging a lot of people.
What up, y'all? We back. We back, y'all. Episode 39. We here. We just got done with the sports section, y'all. We on the real talk section now. So if y'all still with us, we appreciate that. We got a full show coming for y'all in this section. Episode 39. We got one more episode of the year to get to number 40. Next week on New Year's Eve, y'all already know we will be back. We was here on Christmas Eve. We will be back on New Year's Eve next week. We want to say Merry Christmas to everybody at home for brotherly differences. Hopefully you and your family have a nice, safe, healthy holidays, and the kids enjoy their presents, and y'all eat some good food because I know we're going to have some good cooking. Like, what is a Christmas tradition, Christmas Eve tradition, or Christmas tradition? Yeah, she was. Shout out to Ty, man. She was coming in the
Ty, she knows sports too, though.
We got to get some of you ladies in here. Shout out to Ty. She definitely was in here before you went ready.
She
comment on the sports section. Watch the sports section. So, Ty, we appreciate you. Merry Christmas down in Alabama. But, Mike, what's one of your favorite Christmas traditions? It could be Christmas Eve or Christmas.
Well, we grew up. I grew up with Margot. Sometimes she be watching the show. Every Christmas Eve, we get together, have dinner, you know, have family time, you know, gossiping with family stuff and open gifts. And that's the tradition we do. And you know, Christmas is switch off every year. We all grown now, so we all go to maybe the other house. Or some years, mama cook, my dad and Dee, they have stuff, they be cooking. So it's really no traditional Christmas. Just whoever cook, we go to their house and relax and eat, watch games, and talk stuff to each other. But yeah. The only for sure tradition we had was Christmas Eve with Grandma Margot house. That won't be happening this year, but that's a good Christmas tradition we have. What about you?
Well, my favorite tradition on New Year's Eve would be opening up one gift before Christmas.
Oh, you want tradition like that?
I like opening up one gift before Christmas to kind of just see. Sometimes I usually open up the big one first, or like just one that I thought was, you know, that was something meaningful, whether it was small, compact. Like I would just try to find the most meaningful gift to open it up. So I was always excited to open up that one gift to see if I could just guess my other gifts or to guess my gifts. That's one thing I was excited
As a kid, I used to love opening gifts on Christmas Eve and stuff, but now...
Same, we're opening gifts at midnight.
As I got to high school and stuff, I always wanted to wait till Christmas. I like to be surprised on Christmas. I was
I don't really care about gifts.
Oh, yeah, now... Well, right now we know. It's really more about the kids when you have some stuff. But yeah, that's a good tradition. What's some of y'all tradition?
Yours. Let's talk to the man behind the camera.
Yeah, Jenna's family, they do like these games. They have a game night, and they'll just play a bunch of games and have different prizes, and then they have a bingo. End of the night, what I really like, they do the white elephant, and everybody brings these gifts. Yeah, I never did that
I
before.
played that at my Secret Santa thing.
Until I got today. And so we're not doing all that this year, obviously. So Jenna's mom is doing kind of like the Secret Santa thing us.
Okay.
Yeah, we never really did tradition as our family, I guess. I was saying the grandma thing, opening up gifts on Christmas Eve.
I got a new one I started a few years ago. I kind of stopped giving gifts out or presents, and I try to be more present with my family rather than just focusing on who's getting what.
Yeah.
Part of that maybe because I'm an adult and I reap the benefits as a kid getting all the gifts, and now that I'm broke, I want to send it. But another part of me like really believes in like just spending that time to get together with family, especially as now we're older and technology is taking a lot of our lives than what we used to have back in the day when it was toys. It was cool. We used to play together. But now we don't focus on presents. People would just be lost in their phone.
Yeah.
Factory. Speaking of
Speaking of
I'm still
presents.
trying to look up that BS dude.
Yeah, speaking of presents, he ain't even present. The show rolling, man.
I know.
Oh, go ahead, Mike.
Bring up a topic, man. Let's get this on.
I'm trying to.
What up, Julian? What up? This
Julian on here?
Yeah,
I'm
Julian.
tired.
The Yo Eagles. Man. Hold on for it.
Yeah, I don't know what Julian's talking about. Hold on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm with James though. Christmas nowadays for me is just like whatever. I look at being present more. Like today, I'm at Joe. I went to the store and spent hundreds of dollars on Christmas gifts, but it was for the little ones. I didn't get adults nothing.
That's fine. Yeah, I always tell them
Christmas
don't
is-
give me nothing for Christmas. Like, especially for me, it goes to the kids now. And we talk about that. My parents even said, Pops and already said, anything for you is going to the kids. So, yeah, for me, get everything for the kid. Anything I want, I'll get it
Bro,
myself.
you celebrate Kwanzaa, Didi? You talking about because of my shirt? No, I celebrate swag. Didi always got to be
Swag.
ignorant, very ignorant.
Swag.
Last one, so go away. All right, we're about to get started with the real talk section, y'all. We just wanted to get that little brain tease out the way, see what one of y'all Christmas traditions was, and whatnot. Let's get going right now with the real talk section, Mike. We just gonna jump into. We had this conversation at work. A lot of my real talk stuff happened from the conversation I have at work because I work with a lot of very, very interested people. So we get a lot of our topics from people at work. Shout out to the people at work, and just to let you know that year, Mike. By the way. Just because I'm still being petty right now and I don't care, your Bears allow
11.
a total of, no, that's passing, 194 plus, you do the math, 194 plus 99, so they allow 200 yards a game, 290 yards a game. Nowhere near 350. But okay.
290.
Yeah, that's good. That's, for the NFL, that's good.
Okay.
But okay, I'm sorry, y'all, I digress.
Most years.
Let's get started to the real talk section. Stop. Let's get started in the real talk section. Would you marry somebody you had sex with on the first date?
Yeah.
Julian,
Yeah.
you said that like, yeah.
Because
This nigga fall in love quick. No,
not really.
You said Julian talking about.
Wait, you talking about marrying right away or would you eventually marry?
Yes, in general. Would you marry somebody you had sex with on the first date? Just listen to the question.
Yeah. It ain't, just because you had sex with the first date,
Julian
that
said
don't really.
no. That's what
Oh, Julian
probably
said no. It depends on how much. Like, if you get the draws on the first night, maybe she just likes you that night. Maybe she just liked you that much, I guess. But yeah, it ain't no wrong with I wouldn't say you always do it. Of course, if you have sex with them on the first date, you go be skeptical of them. It's like, dang, I get it that easy how much they do with somebody. But yeah, if you have sex with them on the first date,
But you
eventually
would
you
be
can marry.
skeptical if she had sex with you on the first date. That would be in the back of your mind, like, how easy is she?
well,
You have sex with everybody on the
if
first
I
date?
had sex with my first date,
Or do you
of
think it's
course
just
I'd be happy.
because it's you? Because it's you. No, I'm not saying would you be.
I
happy
was.
or not. Listen to the question, Mike.
I just told you the answer.
You said I would be happy she had sex with me. I'm saying
I just said I wouldn't mind if somebody had sex
I
on the first date.
I heard that part, but listen to the question when I said if she decided to have sex with you on the first date, do you think that you would have that in the back of your head saying
No.
how easy is she, or would you think that it's because of who you are as a person why she has sex with you on the first
No,
date?
I
That's what I'm saying.
just had sex on the first day. That's just what it is.
So you ain't gonna think nothing about having sex on the first date about her.
I'll look as time go on. I'll just go with the relationship. I'll look at her character and stuff. But no, sex
We
on
are
the first
talking
date-
about, Julian, the sex on the first date. Would you marry a woman if you had sex with them on the first date? And Mike here, my brother, agreed with me, Julian. He said yes, you can still marry a woman with having sex on the first date.
Yeah.
Julian saying you can't.
Yeah, I disagree with that. It's a lot of people probably.
James, what about you? If you hit it on the first date, are you hitting it and quit it? On day 2, is it over?
No.
Is she getting out your crib?
No, yeah, I'm with Mike. I don't see nothing wrong with that.
You don't see no wrong with hitting it on the first date?
No, because honestly, for me, that person got to be somebody for it to at least get that far, and I would already know what I know about them for it to get to that point.
Oh, to get to a date?
Right. So, yeah.
And that's what I said. See, y'all agree with me because that's what I told Julian. I said, dude, when people date, the one thing that you do, you usually probably talking to them on the phone. You're getting to know them at that little period of time, and then you go on a date. So it's like if they do give it up, it ain't like y'all just met and say, hey, look, let's go on a date at 5 o'clock, and y'all met at 5 o'clock and went on a date at 7, and she let you hit. No, y'all probably, like James said, been working up to that point to go on to that date. Y'all been talking, y'all been finding out little hobbies and little things about each other. Then when y'all get in person, if how y'all felt on the phone when y'all talked in text matched on how y'all feel in person, then like I told Julian, I'm not trying to act like I'm conceited, act like I'm that guy. I'm just saying I feel like if a woman is going off of my vibe and it's a cool vibe, and she got a cool vibe, I feel like it'd be easy to want to have sex on the first date, especially because as a man, I'm not gonna come out here and say, yeah, let's have sex on the first date. But in the back of my head, it's like if she give it up, I'm not gonna just turn it down. And I'm not going to be thinking that she do that with every guy because I'm going to be thinking maybe this date, for me, the way I put this date on made her feel that way. But Julian think that no, maybe she do that with other people. And yeah, Julian, I'm saying your name and calling you out because you ain't here saying no. James, scroll down. He talking about some no. So, Julian, give us your reason. Why can't you marry a woman that you have sex with on the first night? We going to move on to the next topic, but give us your reason, Julian. Then we'll come back and talk to you. Why can't you
feeling like that?
No, but I want to hear his reason. Everybody type their own opinion, but we want to hear your reason. Why can't you have sex with a woman and marry her? Why can't you have sex on the first night with a woman and feel like you can marry her eventually? I'm not saying marry her like right then and there. Think about it, but why can't you eventually marry her if y'all had sex on the first night? Especially if she got some good kapow. You feel me? All right, moving on to the next topic. We're going to let Julian answer that question, and we'll get back to that young sir when he answers that question. Next question. Oh, yeah, we watched a Twitter video. Now, y'all, this shit finna get me over the top. That shit that's finna get me over the top. We watched a Twitter video. Shout out to Lil Gangsta, a.k.a. our little sister, Desiree. She sent it to us. It's this podcast. I don't even know the name of it. But it was a lady on there who was the host, and there was another lady who was the guest, and there was a dude on there who was the guest. The lady, the host lady was telling the story about how she went on a date one time with a gentleman, and he came to pick her up, and she told him, I need to run to the store real quick I need to run to McDonald's real quick and grab my daughter some dinner. So, mistake number one. So then they get in the car, go to the store, get the dinner. And then she said when they get there, she ordered a Happy Meal with a shake. And then when they got to the window, the lady asked for the payment, and then the dude asked her where the money was at. And then the host responds by telling, she didn't say she said this to the dude, but she told this to the people that was on her panel on the podcast. She said at that moment, she knew that she wasn't going to get that guy no sex because of that reason. Do you think she was over bounds, or do you think that the guy was out of bounds?
I would have did the same thing the guy did. Like it's just a date. You ain't my girl. You ain't nothing. You already asked me for money and stuff, and take your girl to daughter to McDonald's. So I did the same thing the guy did. Whether I say she's out of, I don't know if she's out of bounds or not, but I did the same thing the guy did. So that I want to hear what you and James
well, that means
say.
she's out of bounds then. If you would have did the same thing he did, that means you think she out of bounds. Because that's why he did that, because she was out of bounds. That's why he didn't pay for it.
But you know how I am though. I would like with me. I was I don't know. I may have paid for it depending on who I am, but at this part of the question, I'm like, no, I'm not about to get your daughter. We just going on a date. That ain't my obligation. So maybe I'm with dude.
Was she right in not giving him the panties for that?
For that, she's wrong for that. Like, you was gonna give him the panties before that, but just because he didn't pay enough for your daughter, you ain't gonna give him the panties for that. Yeah, she tripping on that.
Yeah, I haven't.
She feel too entitled. But
Jen,
go
I'm
ahead.
gonna let you get started. What you gotta say about that?
Like I said, just keep the communication open. It's not even a big deal about McDonald's. It's a few bucks. It's the principle of the situation. It's like, you got this? Cool. If not, I got this? Cool. It's not trying to be deceptive and trying to get over on somebody for a meal. So
she seemed like she just expected it too.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I
You
don't
just
like
expected it. Like, I would have been like, dude.
Well, Didi talking about shaking her head. Didi got her hand over her face. And this is my thing. I got a whole motherfucking problem with it. I'm not going to be Michael James. I got a whole problem with it. I'm offended that she even asked me to buy the damn meal. And yes, I'm over there saying, I would be over there like, I probably would put out my car and be like, you know what? This date is now adjourned. This date is over. Adjourned. This date is over. No, I'm not, because she going too far. First off, how do you have the audacity to ask somebody something like that on the first date? That's life changing. Because first off, women don't even be wanting you to meet their kids right away. Rightfully
I think
so.
context. How long do they know each other?
No, this was the first date.
I'm saying like,
I don't care.
was they talk for like a month or two?
But what I'm saying is, rightfully so, women, when you first meet them, they don't even want you to meet their kids anyway. You know, our mom like that. But mama didn't bring men around us like that. Women don't want you to meet their kid anyway, right away. So I don't meet this kid. I don't have no relationship with this kid. Yeah, you want me to buy this kid dinner. I'm buying this kid dinner before I even bought you dinner. And that was the goal. Second of all, that's like when you get in the car. I feel like she had a lot of balls to sit there and ask him, are you going to pay for this not being in his relationship? Because that's like as soon as you get in the car on the first date and I sit there and I ask you, well, you going to give me some pussy tonight? That would be so awkward. Right. Wouldn't it? If you got in the car right away and I just saying, well, we finna go to the five-star restaurant, you going to give me some pussy?
Did she do it right when they got to the window or something too? Did she do it right when they got to the window?
To me, if she didn't have the car right away, it was wrong. The car should have been like he shouldn't even been in that position.
She should let him have to just like I got.
She shouldn't have been in that
I guess
position
it's
for
all
him.
paid for.
She should have been that. He should have been in that position to decide whether he had to pay for it or not. She should have already had the money and everything ready. That's what I'm saying on the first date. She shouldn't have been expecting this or even thinking that he should do or be obligated to do this. Because to me, it's like if you want to get awkward about stuff, because to me that's a whole awkward situation.
It's an awkward situation
Because that's
already,
like you when you get in the car. Like I said, if I say, well, we going to this 5-star restaurant, it's $100 a plate. You gonna give me some pussy afterwards? Then she wouldn't. That's what I'm saying. Like it wouldn't be that. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't even ask anybody awkward stuff on the first date. It got to be like a real life emergency for me to ask you anything that's that far. And the one thing I hated was she said on that video to further piggyback on, you don't know how that man would be towards your kid. That man could be the best person that your kid ever met. But at that point in time on the first date, know that relationship with your kid and that man ain't like that because they ain't even like that with you. So for you to expect that and ask that of him, to me, that was just classless. And I'm not bashing her, but for her to say she didn't give him no pussy because of that, well, that pisses me off. Like, you're not going to give him no pussy because he did something that only a simp nigga would do? No. He
to
did
me, it's
something
just
that
simple. I'm not gonna bash her and even say she wrong.
He should have invited her out on a date with her child.
No, I'm not doing it.
He didn't invite her out on a date with the child. He invited her on a date, and when she came out, she said, I was running behind. I haven't got my child something to eat. Can we run to McDonald's? So he didn't take the child out on a date. She, first off, should have handled dinner before she was going out on a date.
I will say this though, if you really trying to impress the girl too though, a lot of dudes would have bought the daughter the date. If you really trying to impress her, you got to do that.
Milkshake, Mike?
Yeah, some dudes are trying to do that. Okay,
that shit ain't impressive. And she
I'm not saying it's impressive. I'm saying just impress the girl. Like, okay, I'll go get your daughter some McDonald's. You didn't got to come just when she want. That is impressive to some dudes to think that's impressing the girl. Like,
I'll get McDonald's.
Yes, if she like, I'm running late. I'm running a little. If she like, she said, I'm running a little late. Can we get my daughter some food? Well, like, you stay here, and get ready. I'll go get the food for your daughter.
If you guys think that, if any of you guys think that, stay at the beginning level of dating because y'all will never get a woman that's worthy of something.
See, I'm saying if he would have did it, it wouldn't have been a big deal. There ain't no wrong with getting some food, but for me, I would have did it because I have money.
And it is a big deal, Mike, because it's like, dude, what I'm saying is the reason why it's a big deal is because it's a big deal for anybody to be going around asking that type of stuff on the first day. You need to know your boundaries, and you need to know what you need to do. Like I said, I'm giving you an example why it's out of bounds to me because that's just like if you ask her for some PUSSY right away, or if you told her, y'all first get together, you say, well, do you got gas money? Like, I'm just saying, like, that's just weird. Some stuff is just too bold to even ask. It's like you got the audacity to ask me that?
Yeah,
and then try to use that against me as if I'm a man that you can't even go further with because I don't buy your snide nose ass kid that I haven't even met no dinner yet.
You turn it up.
I'm just saying, man. And then
got personal.
Low key is fucking McDonald's.
Go down.
Trying to really mess with her. Eventually, he gonna spend his money on. Well, then yes, eventually. But right now, I don't even know if I want to mess with the broad. What if she over here at the restaurant acting wild? What if that's what I'm saying? Give me a chance Give me a chance to. This is what I'm saying, man. This is what I feel like with this conversation. Ray said, no, I don't. Didi said she don't get it. This is how I feel about this conversation. Women be feeling like, that's what I'm saying. It's a double standard, Mike. That's why, James and Mike, that's why I'm getting teed up about it. That's why I'm on my road talking about it, because women feel like it's just like these. It's just McDonald's, not about the kid. It's just McDonald's, blah, blah, blah. Eventually, you're going to do something. And that's not my point. Yes, eventually, I'm going to do something for the kid. But don't try to speed up the process of this relationship when it ain't there yet.
It's your obligation to get your daughter
just like our relationship ain't there yet, so how do you expect it to be there with your kid? Then that's phony kicking it. And then what you just said, then you only trying to impress the woman to get the draws. You're not genuinely doing it for the kid. Yeah. If you let it go on over time, then eventually stuff is going to
we agree with it.
I know we agree, but I'm saying that's why that impressive stuff about the window, because it's like, you impress
you know how many simps in this world, though?
Well, Mike, no, that's not simp. That's dumbness on a woman to be impressed by a nigga buying your kid McDonald's. Like, seriously, McDonald's. Like, a 5-year-old can scrounge up enough money you get him for allowance to go buy McDonald's. So a grown man buying a kid McDonald's does nothing. Should make a woman sway one way or the other. Please don't say women.
So let me stop.
Please say some, because none of my hoes meet my boys. Didi, shut up and get off here.
Didi, man.
But I'm saying, okay, so Didi, to my point, your friends don't even meet your guys, so why are you expecting your guys to do something for the kids? That is my point. So most women, that guys don't meet their kids. So then why are you expecting this man to do something?
Yeah, on the first date, don't be like that.
Well, in general, if this guy ain't met your kids, you can't act like, what? Because I know you could be taking that money to do something. I never met your kid. I don't know if you have a kid. Like,
there ain't nothing wrong with that yet.
Like, no.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And women just be trying to turn y'all into straight suckers. So don't do it, fellas. I'm here to let y'all know, don't do that type of shit. Sounds keep coming in and out. That's what Grandma Margot said.
Oh,
Sounds
for
keep
real?
coming in and out. I don't know.
But she-
Could that be?
That's probably on her.
I was gonna say that.
Technical difficulties. DD
That's the
said.
first time we hear that though, so that could
Yeah, that's
be.
the first time we hearing it. So let us know. It do look like it paused
It
on
do
mine,
like a pause, okay.
but on mine, but it look like it's still showing on ours on the live video.
It's still running, yeah.
Yeah, still running. So bear with us, y'all. All right, bear with us. If need be, yep, it just went off. Okay, so then that means I may have to connect this to our Wi-Fi. I'll turn on my Wi-Fi, James, if we haven't.
YouTube still working.
Yeah, YouTube still on. We hear y'all. Give us a second. We just getting our network back up and running. You know, sometimes that happens, especially with the holidays going on. People looking up recipes. If you need to find the James on, like a pot and neck bounce.
All right. Look like it's back up.
All right, we back up and running, y'all.
Yeah, we back up. We back up. I can see it.
All right, what was the next? What was we still on that topic?
No,
Yeah.
we go next topic. We
She was on that. She was on that tripping. So yeah, that's what we had to say.
Well, let us know, y'all.
Let us know if y'all hear us, y'all, or see us, or what.
Okay, no. Facebook I don't, but YouTube we still good.
All right, I'll connect to your Wi-Fi. What's the name of it again?
It's the SM right there at the top. Let us know, y'all. We back. What's up? We back. We back. We back. Oh yeah, YouTube. Okay, we back. That's YouTube. Oh, that's YouTube.
No, yeah.
Who watching on YouTube? We ain't got nobody watching. Okay, cool. Well, no, we got one person watching, 2 likes.
Yeah.
Got a couple people liking, 2 likes on there. Let us know if we back. Did you hear? I thought it was my phone for a second. No, it was us. It looked like we back though, y'all. Let us know if we
I
back.
don't know yet. Hold on.
Okay,
I'm
you said
listening,
we got live 10 people now.
The time is running, but
I'm about to type in. Can y'all hear us?
Yeah, can y'all hear us? What's good?
refresh it.
Yeah, refresh.
Yeah.
We was doing good on time too. Let's see if we got a couple more topics.
It says waiting on live video.
Well, should we end this video and just start new?
Yeah.
Other than on one, because we had some good.
Yeah, it was getting double digits. It's Christmas Eve too, though. I've been expecting too much tonight. I was expecting what we got.
Dang, I just lost my chest match.
Oh, you damn, we distracted you. All right,
They said they can't hear us. Okay, well, let's go. Be back now. Right now.
3-9.
Mhm. Right now.
Man, I hate that. It just does that out of nowhere.
Man,
Out of the blue, just
we was cruising too.
Say we live.
it's out of nowhere. Stop working.
We live.
All right, I think we're back.
We back, y'all. We gonna give people some time. James, play the intro music again. We gonna give y'all some time to get in here, y'all. We back. We had some technical difficulties. Let us know in the comments right now if y'all can hear us. If y'all hear us back, because we back. So let us know if y'all can hear us.
From my field, like we're doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey. I love that intro music that we got because it helps us be able to segue into stuff.
Yeah, for now, we're doing good.
We good?
We good.
Oh yeah, must be my phone because I'm connected to the hotspot. Oh, there we go. We back. All right, y'all, we back. So let us know in here, y'all. We see we back, but just let us know that y'all can hear us. We're gonna let some of y'all come back in here. We had some technical difficulties. We back, we lit, we live, and it's Thursday. Y'all know what time it is. We want to say Merry Christmas to all y'all. I'm here first Thursday. I ain't had a class in a while. Shout out to Damo, aka Jeremy Brown. You want to go get your gun, You
What's
want to go get your
good,
license?
Jeremy?
You want to go shoot? Check out my man at Right to Bear Arms, Jared Bear, a.k.a. Jeremy Brown. Shout out to Jerome in there. Shout out to my man
You
Julian.
bet.
He here. FYI. You know what we
He
here on
about
the
to Jeremy about to be
South
acting the fool tonight.
We gonna give y'all some topics. Nice haircut, Mike. Everybody
Thanks,
sure
Jeremy.
Mike haircuts love, but I haven't got no love on my dreads yet. They out here.
Your
tweaking.
dress fresh.
Yeah, I know I'm fresh.
Hey, thanks, Jeremy.
She said she gonna come do a show with us, James.
I need to do something with it, but
Yep, she said she'd come do a show with us. My
Oh,
my
for real?
dread lady,
Oh,
yeah.
definitely.
She said she'd come do a show with us.
Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum, right? Yeah, you see I'm out here all repping for the culture. We don't be talking about these pagan holidays. Fuck you talking about. We out here. But y'all, the last topic we got into to catch some of y'all up, because I didn't see y'all, some of y'all in here. What up, Nadia? What's good with a gangster? Friend, Merry Christmas. But yeah. We just got done talking about should men be expected to do relationship things on the first date? We talking like buy kids dinner on the first date. And should that be held against them if they decide not to buy a woman's dinner kid on the first date? Like some lady said, it was held against her. She held that she gave a dude no panties or no sex because he asked her where her money was at when it came to buying a Happy Meal. Me, I said she was out of bounds and out of order, and I gave my reason. That was on the last video. Mike and them said she was out of order, but they wasn't as vicious as me.
Yeah, I ain't gonna be too vicious with it.
Yeah, she explained it to you how you need to understand. Yeah, and like Jeremy said,
There we
fuck
go.
out of
She
here,
explained
Jeremy.
it. There we go.
I explained it
This
to you.
stuff
You just
very-
didn't want to listen. We've been explaining it to you, and you didn't want to listen.
Yeah, but sometimes you need. Ray probably explained it
no,
better.
she didn't. She a woman just explained it.
You,
Let's just call
you
it.
turning up on it. You turning up explaining it.
Hell no, I turned up because I need to turn up. That motherfucker needed to be told about herself. She was trifling for that. And now that we on that, let's speak about the friend that was in the background that tried to give her 2 cents. Because this is another topic. If your girl boss trying to buy your girl kid something, do you think he trying to fuck or what?
That comes in the back of your mind. If your girl boss. What?
Because let
Wait,
me set the
explain
stage.
it more.
Because you saw what the one friend said over. She was like, "Well, if a dude they can't even buy my kid dinner." I agree with her shit because my daughter had a sleepover, and my boss bought the pizzas for the sleepover, and that's when the dude said, "Yo, boss, I beat that dude. I do to get his issue, blah blah." Like he just trying to fuck. It's like he.
Yeah, if her boss ain't giving her
gifts
gifts like through work and stuff, you know how you give like the employee stuff for work and stuff. Yeah, if he just doing personal stuff, it's definitely for a reason. It's definitely for a reason, for sure. As your boss, like, come
What
on,
you mean,
man.
man? He trying to fuck. You over here might be trying to sugarcoat it.
What? It's
If your
for a
boss
reason.
if your boss is sitting up here,
Ron said he trying to get in the draw.
Yeah,
Yeah, he definitely
if your
trying
boss
to.
sitting up here trying to buy your kids, she got a sleepover and he buying pizzas. Did you buy pizza for Scott kids? Did you buy pizza for Jason kids? Did you buy pizza for my kids? No, you just bought pizza for her kids. You trying to get the draws.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
like on
If
that
a boss
episode-
doing personal stuff, yeah, for sure. I agree with that.
Just like that episode when Mark said, man, men know what they be doing. We talk about this at work. If another man, like one of your friends or somebody loaned your woman some money, you ain't gonna be happy about that either. Like when Martin said when Cole loaned this woman some money. My woman better not go asking another man for money. That shit dead. Otherwise, I'd be both y'all ass if he give it to you too. And your boss the same thing. He over here talking about why can't he just be nice, especially if she a single
Who
mother.
asked that, Ray?
Why can't he be nice to his other employees? James, scroll down. Because, see, women are
Why
saying,
can't he just
why
be
can't he
nice?
be nice? No, why can't he be nice to his other employees? Why did he buy John, Jim, Mike, Scott, Rod, none of their kids dinner at they sleepover, but you going to buy her dinner and sleepover because he wants some pussy. Like that nigga said Porter he wants some pussy from there. That's what he want. Let's just tell the truth. Women always got I'm on the fence like Mr. Feeney. No such thing. Thank you, Julian. And Jeremy, you're not on the fence because you probably been the boss at the door delivering the pizzas butt naked with a trench coat on, looking for the mom to come there. So that's why you probably on the fence about
What
this.
if it's a
But if
situation?
it's your girl, you ain't gonna want her boss delivering nothing to
What
her.
movie was
That
that with
shit
Tyler
dead.
Perry when he was helping out the ladies work for them? She had a daughter. Dang, I forget when he had the bogus fro.
Yeah,
I forget what movie that was. But he was helping
The Dead?
out. He get not the D. It wasn't the
I know
Dead
what
movie.
you're talking about. Yeah.
But I
Janet
forget.
Jackson in it too?
Maybe.
I think I can't remember.
Yeah.
But you definitely know what I'm talking about. But
I
yeah,
know
it was a movie with Tyler Perry. He was helping out the one with her employee. He
Jill
was helping out.
Scott.
She was an employee.
No, that's you thinking about why did I
Why did I get married? Not why did I get married. Yeah,
Yeah.
not why did I get married. But it was a movie. I forgot what it was. I've seen it though. It was a movie. He was helping her out, but she was struggling.
Well, we know
But
Tyler
she didn't have
Perry.
a
We know
boyfriend.
Tyler Perry ain't looking at women. Like we just know that.
He just broke up with his longtime girlfriend.
Yeah, of course. They broke up. You haven't seen any pictures of it? No.
She was actually kind of bad.
Good deeds, no good deed. No, fuck that. You ain't bad.
Right. Yeah, I think she was his employee. He was helping out, but
James,
she
what
didn't
you
have a
gotta
boyfriend.
say? If
She
your
didn't have a
girl, if
boyfriend.
your white boss is buying only
No,
Facts.
you don't have to keep going.
facts. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Women gonna say that. Maybe he's being
No,
nice.
yeah, well, I agree
Maybe
with
he
you.
got some good deeds. No, maybe he want to show you got some good for you
Yeah,
too. Good deeds and good dick.
If
That's
your
what he
boss ain't
probably want
giving
to
you,
show
like I
you.
said, if it ain't going to all the employees and you ain't doing, yeah.
You might get fired from that job because I go beat your boss ass.
Because, like I say, the bosses at Best Buy, they give us employees some discount to all the employees.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But if your woman
Like my
boss
boss-
just came in and was like, Mike, you know, you've been working out looking nice. Here's a pass to the gym, like a 30, and only gave it to you, and you told your wife about that. She gonna be
Oh,
on
yeah, she gonna
that.
turn up, yeah.
But women in here,
Well, no,
look at
yeah.
our sisters.
Our
They
bosses
get
give
together
us
in
stuff,
that
but yeah,
movie.
it's going to the whole team. And
Julian
yeah,
and Meg, and see, look, Julian said, Mike, he said the boss movie you talking about Tom Brady said, didn't they get together in that
And they
movie?
did, Julian.
In fact, it's like, what?
Hey, pretend like
They-
you right, and they
Like-
did get together.
Julian, what was that movie called?
I think it
No,
was
they
No
ain't
Good
different,
Deed.
right?
I think it was No Good
Yeah,
Deed.
Julian
Julian
and
right.
man.
They
Can't be
did
nice
get
to women.
together.
Yeah, you can. They got together.
They
Right. You can be nice to women. Nobody said that. That's different.
No, right,
Like I
right.
could be nice
Yeah,
to
I
you.
would
Like
ride
I
with
could be
it.
nice to you. Like you know, here you go. I'm nice to you, but I got my girl over here. Like that's just me being nice. But I'll be nice to everybody. I'm just not gonna be
I'm
nice to
trying
you.
to play devil's advocate, but yeah.
I'm not just
no.
gonna be nice to you. But no, fuck that. Being nice means that yes, I can do something for you once in a while. I don't got to do.
You heard what
everybody-
Jeremy said, man? Like, bitch, uncontrollable animals that try to fuck any and everything,
I
man.
mean, we assuming our girl attracted to everybody. Maybe the boss think your girl booger wolf and he just nice. It's good deeds. We act like men just uncontrollable. Jeremy, man, stop it, man. Most men is going for most women, even ugly women. Sometimes they could be thick and ugly. Like I said, man, if you were just trying to help, you can help in other ways. Why you only helping her? Like, why you ain't being this way helpful to homeless people or something? You want to help her because you want to help getting them drugs. That's what you want to do. Like, no. And Jeremy, you just the boss now because you own your own business. So now that's why you taking the side of the
Yeah,
boss.
don't mess up. Yeah, don't mess it up.
He taking the side of the boss because Jeremy, I tell you, Jeremy, my long term nigga I've been on since middle school. He's the
He's
type.
sneaky with
Jeremy
Jeremy trying to be
type.
sneaky.
He's
I
not
see
gonna.
you. I
Jeremy
see
not gonna order the pizza, y'all. Jerome Brown not gonna order the pizza. He gonna call the pizza in, go pick it up, take off all his clothes, wear a trench coat, butt naked, and deliver the pizza to the party. And when the kids go eat the pizza, for real, when the kids go eat the pizza, he gonna open up his coat to the mom. That's what type of boss Jeremy is. He ain't sit up here and talk about some this and different. No. Don't be trying to say that from your high seat now, being a boss.
Yeah.
That's where I say you all.
Ron, God gonna put you in a lot of positions that you talk about. Because one day you might be a boss, and we'll see what type of stuff you are.
Didi talking about some. Didi, scroll down, James. Look what Didi said. This is my simple point. Didi talking about some. Yeah, because Beyonce didn't show him no affection, appreciation, or nothing. A person gets tired of that. And Noon showed him different. What? And Andy knew. She said they knew. Didi, look. So look what Didi said, Mike. Look what I just said. She said, yeah, because his fucking fiance didn't show him no affection. And you know who did show him affection? The poor woman who couldn't do nothing for her kids. Because he did
Yes,
something for
Beyonce
her.
was doing bogus
But
stuff.
Mike, but I'm saying
yeah.
this. Think about the woman who's going to show him that affection. The woman that he's sipping over. He's buying her kids stuff. He's buying her stuff. Of course she gonna start.
I ain't even gonna lie, though. He really was helping out because I did feel bad for two of the movies. He was helping out though.
But then they ended up together.
They ended up together,
She just
but
slipped on his penis.
at first,
She just
at
slipped on
first-
his penis.
at first he was really helping out. She was struggling, man. He was being he felt sorry for her though.
Okay.
He did feel sorry for her, but they did get together though, so that's proving your point. So yeah, it's a tough situation,
How
man.
many people did he see struggling before? How many motherfuckers did he help out before?
I would have helped that lady out, man, but no,
Just
yeah,
like
if
Martin
I had a
told-
wife, I'd just help her out.
Just like Martin told me, neither. That's what I'm saying, man. We put
Yeah, you
ourselves
just
in
can't
dumb
be
straits
there.
sometimes. Just like Martin told Mr. Jackson. I saw you in Mr. Jackson. That's what that dude wanted to do. He wanted to no good deeds. Yeah, you're right. It was no good deeds, all right. He wanted to do some good deeds, all right. That's what he wanted to do. He wanted to soil his royal oats. And he wasn't getting
No,
that
but
home.
Ryan, you know how like you said you would give people money if you got rich
Like,
stuff. If you
I
see
said,
a
I
woman
give you
struggling,
money. I
if
said,
you
give
see
me money.
if you see a woman struggling as an employee and just struggling bad,
Yeah, I give him money, but I also
no,
give.
he let her stay in one of the employee places,
I'm
and one
saying-
of the properties
What
they
I'm saying,
own.
like,
for his
okay, that's not
business.
bad. She can stay there, boom, cool. But what I'm saying is now you're starting to give her monetary stuff, give her gifts. Look what happened in the movie, the other Tyler Perry movie. We want to bring up that when William Cartwright was giving Sanaa Lathan that extra money. What was she doing? She was fucking and sucking.
Yeah. No.
Exactly.
Yeah, bosses shouldn't be doing stuff like that. The Tyler Perry
was,
example's tough though, but
it's
that example
Tyler
is
Perry wasn't trying to make her cheat, but he was not getting it at home. So what he started doing?
She was
went
really
to the
struggling though.
woman that showed him the affection K one, and then he pounced down.
She was really struggling though.
He pounced down.
But the Sanaa
Right, he was
Lathan
already on his way out of that
messed up.
relationship. Then he just made him move faster. No Good Deeds is a different movie. I don't know what movie y'all talking about, but Didi, he was already in that relationship. Would get your ass out the relationship then. You know what I'm saying? I know women only say that, but let it be a woman boss, and she only was giving it to you.
Then it'll change. Yeah.
If
If a woman boss was getting,
and don't let her be a white woman boss, because they really are like, nah, she really just wants you.
If a woman boss was giving y'all man extra gifts and stuff and not giving it to other employees, y'all know y'all would have a fit.
All I'm saying is, if my wife start coming home with gifts and she said they're from her boss, when I do my little investigation and check in and see that everybody else at the job, if they ain't got similar gifts or that very same gift, I'm beating your boss ass. It's just that. Like, I'm gonna have to, at the first work party, you're gonna say, well, baby, please keep it in order. No. I'm gonna act the ass. I'm gonna fuck up the work party because this dude ain't finished.
Just like Why I Get Married Too. It started off with the flowers. How Tyler Perry wife had flowers. You remember dude gave her flowers?
Tyler Perry, see, we keep bringing him. She should have been. That nigga was soft in that. Why did I get married? But that's what I'm saying. I'm setting up the whole motherfucking work. I might beat his ass at the job, but don't invite me to the work party. Like, honey, please come to this work party. My colleagues want to see you, and I know that your boss flirting with you and did little flirty stuff.
They be saying,
we're gonna have a conversation.
I hear
about
people say like, work parties is a flirt fest with
that's
married
what I'm
people.
saying. I'm gonna definitely show up at the work party and let you flirt with my wife in front of me. Talking about, so I have this present for you. No, she good, bro. And then as soon as you, all right, then I got a present for you, motherfucker. These hands. If he only buying lunch for your girl, then he donkey dicking her. But if he okay to take all them points to lunch, check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Yeah, take it.
Yeah, that's different, Jeremy. If there's an actual work function, that's different. But if there's a work function and I go to this work function, I pull up and go to this restaurant, I see you and my girl only there. Well, no, Nick, it ain't no work function. Now I'm about
some bosses by 18.
Now it's about to be a Terminator function. Because like Mark said, you think I'm some type of fruity pie? I ain't no fruity pie.
If my woman boss buying her stuff, but he buying the whole team,
Didi
the
said
whole
my
team
brother's a retard. They go bury your ass off there commenting that.
Retard.
No, fuck that. I ain't no real. I'm letting you know.
But
I'm letting your ass know what it is.
Right.
Because women be niggas be insecure like Issa Rae. Didi here, y'all fucking screaming. No, niggas ain't insecure. Jeremy, be quiet, man. I swear. Okay. Yeah, let your wife, man, for real. She gonna start accepting gifts next. You know she gonna be accepting that DD, that donkey dick, like you said.
No, Jeremy, I disagree from that, Jeremy. Bosses ain't buying just personal shit like that.
And see, Jeremy, you sound like you've been talking to him lately. Who been getting your head? Because that's what they make. That's what they try to do. Let's talk about that. They try to turn it back on you and say, you just insecure. You just jealous. You just did this shit. Look at her yelling man,
no, because like saying this shit and favors turned into other shit.
Yeah, dude, I did this favor. Yeah. I bought your kid pizza. Now you just can't come dance with me for 50 minutes, for 50 seconds. Yeah, no, fuck that. Like what? I know I ain't stupid. Talking about some they out, man. Women be out here thinking niggas boo-boo the fool for real.
But yeah.
That's why women like dudes nowadays, because they can just get over them. Then they gonna try to play that card. When they know they wrong, this is what women like to do. They like to flip it back up.
Did you ever have a different stance if it was they band?
I'm saying they like
to flip it. And then a woman was buying extra personal gifts,
bro,
they definitely
Jeremy, my guy. And I'm not talking about Jeremy, but Jeremy, what you did is what women try to do. They say, y'all be acting insecure, and it's like, I'm acting insecure because I'm telling you about the shit that you doing.
No, we ain't just talking about lunch. Because
no, we talking about buying
yeah.
only your girl something and not buying the rest of the employees something. That's not true. I've had a few male employees that bought me lunch on the daily, and they've only seen me in scrubs. Yeah, they want to see you outside.
Lunch ain't big deal, but buying you lunch daily, they're tripping.
They want to see you outside of scrubs, scrubbing on them.
Yeah, we talking gifts.
That's what they want to see. That's what we not saying that they bought you lunch.
Lunch ain't a big deal. You tripping.
Of course they buy you lunch
daily.
Of course they buy you lunch, but they also want to buy you in that bedroom.
They sound
like,
again.
Just be real about it. Like, we almost done sound going in and out
again. It's working for me.
Froze. It looked like it's frozen.
It's not frozen for me right now. Hold
on. Monkey see, monkey do. Can y'all see us? Monkey see what the monkeys do, what the monkey do. See what y'all see the monkeys do. No, I'm just
It
playing.
is updated.
Do the monkey. No,
Oh no, it just went out now.
it just went out. It's going in and out.
Yes.
It's going in and
What
out.
did he say?
Tell me what topics we got.
We got 2 more topics. Y'all hear this?
I don't know.
Mayday! Mayday! It's a blizzard in Minnesota. It was yesterday.
Alright, yo, we're gonna try to get through these 2 topics.
All right, yeah, stick with us, y'all.
It looks like it's still on. So
Mayday! Mayday! Okay.
Yeah, it's freezing.
Mayday! I keep yelling Mayday, y'all. Hopefully it works. Either you trust your girl or you don't. Shut up, Jeremy. I'm done with you. You just trying to get some pussy now. That's what you doing on here, Jeremy. I see what you're doing. No, I'm just playing. All right. $600 stimulus checks next week.
It's better than nothing, but
Fuck that.
I think they definitely should give us more stuff, but it's better than nothing,
Trump
I guess.
exposing their ass, huh?
I'll take it. Well, Trump on some BS stuff.
So
He
what?
trying to give us 2,000 just because he getting out of the office and stuff. Why he didn't do that? Why he didn't do that the first stimulus check?
Facts. I agree, but I'm
Yeah,
saying
Trump on some
exposing
BS with that 2,000. I ain't about to
Screw
praise
your
him for
boys.
shit.
Jeremy, ain't nobody being private detective.
But like I said, 600 better than none. But they definitely should give us more. They should at least give us the 1,200. At least the 1,200, like you did last time, like 600.
Jeremy,
People
you is
struggling more than that.
Ray, I'm not out of pocket. Jeremy, you away from the table with this conversation. But like I said, keep letting it go by the waistline. I'm not saying be a private against it. Keep letting it go over your head. And when your girl boss is
But that's my downfall
look,
too.
Jeremy,
I'm trustworthy too, and I
Jeremy,
kind of know.
when you pick your girl's record, all you hear is
See, I don't get.
office.
I'm trustworthy too. That'd be my downfall.
When all you hear is this.
I'm kind of like that too. I'm not about to just jump the gun with certain. Some things I'm not about to jump the gun like with one gift or
I'm just
something.
saying, Jeremy White boss gonna make it clap like a standing ovation.
I didn't say Trump gave us 2,000. Oh yeah, I agree, Ray. That's what me and Roger said. Yeah, he can shut up with that. He can shut up people trying to praise him.
Hey,
if
did
he
y'all
give us
see
2,000.
that? Start listing
he
off
didn't give
all
us
the
that.
money that everybody else get though. Y'all start seeing the money he listed off that people was getting. But James, what do you got to say about the 600?
I think it's
You gonna wipe your ass with it?
I think they're paying us off.
Paying us off for what? 600?
Yeah,
Damn, we
I
cheap.
think they're trying to turn us into a socialist country, and they're just paying us off, and they're gonna have us dependent on them. That's what I think.
Okay.
Well, you think the 600 too little?
Yeah, they petty as hell.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
they
gonna
should at
be
least
cool.
give us the 1,200.
It's gonna be cool, but I mean the 600 petty as hell. And it's like at this point, I'm just saying I don't know if these stimulus checks even mean anything now because say if we go back on another shutdown, suppose like they said when Biden becomes the president, it's like eventually until everything opens back up, people are gonna need help. People are gonna need help. So it's like, okay, y'all give us 600 this time. What y'all gonna give us next time? Like when y'all gonna stop giving us this money and just letting stuff go back to normal? Because the only reason they're giving people this money
It's paying us.
is to pay. They put money back in their own pocket because people still asking people to pay for rent, but people losing jobs. How do you expect people to pay rent? How do you expect
And
people to
then
keep?
this rent increases
And
and,
that's what I'm
shit.
saying.
Nah,
We still-
that's pissing me
And,
off.
and everything pissed me off that we still expect to pay the same bills that we was once expected to pay, but people's income is not the same.
Well, I will say student loans though. I haven't.
Well, no, they
student
said
loans
student loans, but
I had to pay
but
student
I'm
loans
saying
this
because
whole
you
thing.
can't, it's impossible.
Yeah.
That's really impossible. But then they only give you 600. Like, what the fuck is 600 gonna do? You gonna pay one bill, and then
Yeah.
say if you don't got a job, you're gonna need money again. That's what I'm saying. So I mean, yeah, it's cool, and I'm not being ungrateful about it, but I'm gonna take it and wipe my ass with it. Basically, and that just means
No, that's
a
really what it
metaphor
is.
saying-
No, that's really what it
that's
is.
a
They
metaphor
definitely should at least
saying
give
I'm
us
just gonna do
1,200.
whatever I'm gonna do with it.
12, at least 1,200 again. Like, come on, y'all.
But Donald Trump, man, I think he's finna get more messier as January 20th come closer.
Oh, he about to
I
get
think
messy
he's
as
finna start-
hell.
And I don't care. And I know that he had an alternative, ulterior motive to do this. I know he didn't do it for the good of the people, but I don't care. I want him to keep exposing
He
stuff.
doing it for his selfish reasons.
Yeah, but I want him to keep exposing stuff so then they can bring the people together amongst the monsters and the problems that we need to be against.
People will come together because they think we got our savior in office in a month. People think we got a savior in the office in about a month. So,
This nigga said the same.
well, that's what people basically think dude is.
This nigga said this shit choppy as
People
fuck.
think he a
Y'all
savior.
using 1998 dial-up modem. No, we connected to my phone right now because the Wi-Fi here was
We're
working
about
all
to
day.
end, so we're going
But
to
it
grind
was
through
tweaking.
this. We're going to grind through
on
this last topic.
December 21st, I think. On December 21st, let me get off my internet because on this song I'm talking about. On December 21st, they said that black people that we got some nigga powers based on the way the universe is set up, and the way the universe has been set, as black people.
Hey,
turn
go to
prosper,
YouTube too, y'all.
Black people turn to prosper. Do you think that black people got their superpowers? And if so, what superpowers do you want? And did you receive any superpowers this past week?
Man, I didn't know shit about that until y'all was saying shit in the group. I didn't hear nothing about the superpower stuff. So
You didn't hear nothing about your. What superpowers would you want though? We got superpowers. Some Avenger type shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, what can I say? Any superpower? I want to be. Damn. But what's yours? I don't really know right now.
I would want to have a limited fucking stamina.
Damn. I don't know. I
Call me Mr. Dick. No, just. James over there shaking his head.
Yeah,
Oh
I know
my
it was
God.
a joke, but I didn't even know about the joke. I didn't.
Call me Mr. Dick.
He said, "Call me."
Call me Super Dick. No, I'm just playing.
Uh,
James, what would be your superpower?
I'll take intelligence. Mind reading.
Mind read. Okay,
Mind
mind read. I was about to say, you motherfuckers born. Talk about some mind reading. Lord, we believe anything they tell us. Mike, what would be your power? You haven't said it yet.
Yeah, I don't know. I want white privilege as a superpower.
Hey.
I want one too.
What would be my superpower? I don't know, man.
No, I would be flying.
I'm sorry, y'all.
I would either be a flyer or I would be able to try to detect when people are lying. Yeah, like, are you lying? The hell some superpowers come from? The fuck? Yeah, I was wondering, like, did y'all get y'all superpowers? Black people, did some of y'all get y'all superpowers? It's because Saturn and Jupiter align perfectly. Okay, look at you, little scientist. I see you, little astronomy person. I see you out here.
I'm trying to think of that movie. Yeah, I don't know, y'all.
Mike could be like Meteor Man.
I would not be like Hancock or something, you know.
Hancock. Mr. Cock. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, your ass.
I'm still your biggest fan.
But yeah, that superpower stuff, I know it was a joke, but yeah, I didn't even know about it. And Riri trying to give us some knowledge about Jupiter and Saturn. You don't even know what numbers they're playing while you talking, Riri. What you talking about, Rod? Oh. But yeah, I don't know about the superpower stuff. Now I don't watch the Avengers and all that stuff.
Super speed.
Invincibility. I was gonna say invincibility.
Get away with anything.
Invincibility would probably be the one I would want, being invincible. I want invincible, actually, not invincibility. I want to be invincible.
This is a serious topic now to end out. We're going to talk about, since we on our nigga topic. Me and my guy Julian came across, we was talking about American literature, how some books had niggas in them back in the day. Like, had the word nigga in the book. And then one of my coworkers feels like, she feels like all white people are racist. Like, that even if they are for you, that they have a little bit of racism in them. And I say they may have prejudice, but I don't think every white person's racist.
Facts,
she said she think they say the N-word outside of us not being around. But I said, do you think it's because if we bring them into our culture and our family that they start saying the N-word because we say it still? So do you think that we should allow should children be allowed to say the N-word? Like, would your black kids be able to say the N-word? Do you think that letting black youth say the N-word or letting people say the black N-word in general gives whites the reason to say it, or should they just not say it in general? And should we stop?
No, I don't think.
Should black children be able to say it?
I don't allow my kids to say it, but I would, like, when they get older, I wouldn't care because I be using it because I still use it. So, but no, and to me, I don't agree. It should give white people a reason to use it, even if we do use it. Still should give you a reason to use it. I don't like that excuse. No, I don't want my kids to say it right now.
What if they use it in terms of endearment?
Just don't say
like,
it.
What's
man.
up, my nigga?
Just don't say it. Just don't say it.
Don't say that shit.
Maybe don't say. Maybe if we in like a play mode, just me and you, and I'm like, oh, is there some? If I allow you to, but don't say it. Period, man. Just stay away from it. Just, for real, just
stay away from it.
And I know you got those people as black people. We should stay away from her too. But for me, I still say it not on purpose, but that I'm just so used to it. Yeah, I just So no, I would let my kids use it because it's like still a curse word to me.
My kids would be able to not use it in public, and if they use it if they use it and in the house, it would be like lenient. So I wouldn't be lenient on it. Like, they just can't be saying, nigga do this, nigga do that. No, but if they say, like, if they see their cousin that they haven't saw in a while, they say, what's up, nigga?
My kids have said it before, but it was my fault because me and DC, we going to rampage saying nigga when we talking, and Melania and them copy us. So I wasn't mad at it because it was my fault that they said it.
Yeah, no, I feel that.
So I would want them to say it. When you get older, go ahead and say, no, that's word to me.
Educate them about the word. And like I said, they said in terms of, like, they haven't seen their cousin in a while, they happy, and they say, nigga, what's up, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm having to talk with them about it, but they're not just going to be able to say it free will. But I do agree that don't give white people the words to say it. I just brought it up because I was playing devil's advocate. I heard white people speaking for themselves saying they're not racist. Just because, especially if they're in that black community,
Well, yeah,
and they
just,
feel like they say that
you
word.
ain't racist just because you say it, but just don't say it. Just stay away from it. Because it can come off as that way.
James, what did she say? Remember Susie and Andy? So
Yeah, don't say it at all. Yeah.
would you, if you saw a black white person saying the N word, they use a derogatory way, are you gonna beat their ass? You gonna say that?
To be honest, man, I'm just going about my business. If you saying it at me, if you just saying it at me, yeah. But if you like, you know how like people just saying it, you just walk past. I ignored it. I heard somebody say it before my president. I just kind of left it alone. I ain't about to. But if you being derogatory with it, like
Punch on them.
you know how some people, you get to argument. Like I saw a video, a white woman was saying it to this one dude just disrespectfully in his face and like kind of bragged about it. In the moment, I don't know what I do. In the moment, you might up just because you doing it derogatory to me. So it just depends. But no, if I'm walking and stuff and just around and I hear it, I ain't gonna trip too much. It'll make me a little mad, but it's a waste of drama.
It's gonna be bad as hell.
It's a waste of drama. It's a waste of drama for me.
No, facts. I mean, yeah, I know somebody in college that got their motherfucking head beat in for rap. We was freestyling. He said the N word. And one dude beat his head in.
Yeah.
Like, just that nigga down the street. He beat the fuck out of dude.
I've never been in that situation, so I don't know what I'll do. But yeah, when I be looking at videos, it do be pissing me off when I be seeing people just use it disrespectfully.
I'm like, nigga, what?
You know them videos where you would be saying like they would say nigga, yeah, I said it nigga. I'm gonna keep saying nigger.
Mm-hmm.
They be saying nigger. I'm gonna keep saying it. See shit like that piss me off. But yeah,
like,
I ain't.
What you say, nigga? This?
What would you do if somebody was saying that? See,
we gonna see each other right there. You want to say nigga? You think you tough? You want some hateful shit?
I'm getting at that age. I ain't trying to waste fighting energy unless I have to.
Knock that shit out. You want to keep it? Yeah, you ain't gonna say that shit no more. Next time you say black person, your ass gonna be.
So Ron, so you really
your ass gonna be bending over saluting the niggas like for real. You ain't gonna be doing that little racist shit with us. All right, y'all. Let us know if we missed something. If y'all got something that y'all wanted to touch on real quick, put in the comments and say we having some trouble. But I see us live on here. If y'all want us to say something, say something. But we probably finna let y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Christmas.
Hey, New Year's Eve show, we need to come with something different. Next New Year's Eve show, we need to have something. So join next week, man.
We have a special guest on here. New Year's, y'all need to get lit with us. We got our drink. Fuck, we might need to do a midnight show. Y'all bring the New Year with us from Artists and Fitness.
I might have to get slapped next show. No,
we might have to do it. Hey, what up, Lance? Shout out to my man Lance watching on YouTube. What up, Lance?
Oh, what up, Lance?
When I was at Derek House, he said that he was gonna get on YouTube and start following us. So what up, Lance? Man, we appreciate that. Shout out to my man Lance Mighty on YouTube. I'm gonna send y'all a video on Twitter. Right now, we're ready. We can talk about it or what?
Send it to us.
Let us know. We got a few more minutes on here, y'all. Y'all got us for a couple more minutes. So look, if you got a video, send it to us. If y'all got a topic y'all want some advice on, or y'all want to see our point of view, let me know. If y'all a woman out here doing some foul shit, and y'all want us coming on, to let me know. If y'all man out here doing some foul shit, and y'all want a man's perspective, put it in here, let me know. Y'all got us for a few more minutes. We got about 3 more minutes probably before we get out of here. And enjoy our holidays. That'll be a lit, though, a New Year's Eve show on me. Y'all on Clubhouse. Y'all should do a Clubhouse episode. No, we ain't on Clubhouse.
I just said that shit today.
He posted that on our stuff. It said we should be on Clubhouse.
I'm gonna check it out.
Shout out to Unc from Cincinnati, Uncle Boo. If y'all want to know about Jordan, Uncle Boo got every Jordan game played in. Well, not every one, but mostly every one of them. Season games, playoff games, preseason games. Uncle Boo got tapes, VHS tapes of Jordan games.
Y'all can do a Cheetahs episode. Yeah, we got it. Yeah, we definitely got to do some stuff in the works, man. Change it up from just a podcast and bring out content. We got to figure that out, man. But
yeah, but Cheetahs episode, we got
Clubhouse. Yeah, I need to look into that. I saw you on Instagram.
What's the Cheetahs episode, Jeremy? You mean like we got to catch people cheat?
Bro, it'd be funny as hell. We need to do that.
Like, damn, this nigga over here cheating again. Damn, he just shit last week. Fucking cheat. Hell no. And she got a fat ass. At all. But all right, y'all. We're about to get out of here. I see that y'all was here with us. We appreciate y'all spending your holidays with us. And once again, from Brotherly Differences, happy Happy holidays to you.
Merry Christmas. Have a good Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Have a safe and wonderful, healthy, happy holiday. Join us next week for episode 40, last episode of 2020. We lit. We out here. Shout out to our man behind the camera that y'all don't see, Mr. Artisan Fitness himself, a.k.a. James Vicente. If you're trying to get your fitness on, we got the studio right back. Let's go!
We might have to be the Ghetto Cheetahs.
Hey,
We might have to be.
hey,
All right, you too.
hey,
Peace out.
hey, hey.